Back up in the building for another edition of the Harry's Drinking Again podcast. I am your host, Harry Too Scary, aka Mr. Harris. And tonight's show is going to be me and brother Ray G kicking back and kicking ass. How we do, man. Throwback show, no special guest tonight. Just me and brother Ray. Straight from the bay. Straight from the bay. Straight from the bay. Talking some hot shit tonight, man. And really gonna go in on the week, man. We're gonna go in on little drama stuff that's been happening behind the scenes. Names will be changed to protect the innocent. But that's what we're gonna do. It's gonna be a light, easy show. Watch this. Only a 2-hour show. We'll see. 8 to 10 tonight. Because this Saturday we got a power-packed Saturday night. So I have an app called Calendly, and it's helping me schedule these shows from now on. So anytime anybody that wants to come on the show in the future has to book it. That's what we're doing. You can't just, oh man, let me be on the show tonight. You gotta fucking go into my Calendly app, and you have to book your time slot or open available time slot. And so we're gonna have a guest this Saturday, The Moment. You can find him on Instagram at T.N.R Streaming on Instagram. He's our guest of the week. But yes, he'll be here on Saturday. I believe 9 p.m. Saturday at 9. It's going to be a late show. And then right before the Moment interview, I have a podcast appearance on the Jim Sherpa show. Go check out Jim Sherpa on Spotify. So yes, I'll be doing his show at 8. It's going to be about 45, 50 minutes. And then I'll be heading right over here to Harris's Drinking Again to do the Moment interview Saturday night, 9 p.m. Shout out to the newest subscribers up in the building. Yo, we're running the subs up, man. I think we're at 157 this week. I think last week we were at like 147. So we've been scaling pretty good. We had about 22 new subscribers in the last roughly 3.5 weeks. So thank you to everybody. Hopefully you've been enjoying some of the content that I've been dropping. My latest and greatest piece of work, the shroom clip. It's the last video that was uploaded on the channel. Go check that out. Stems from episode 31 when I was on mushrooms. And I think it's some of my best editing work thus far, if you ask me. But I think every clip is my best work. So I'm just getting better every single week. I'm not one of those guys who acknowledges when I get sick. I didn't want to, because I don't even like that word. But I was sitting here after I got off work today, hella early, and I was editing some clips that I'm going to post tomorrow. And it hit me out of the blue. I got a little scratch in the back of my throat, yo. Yep, I got a scratch. And you know when you start to get that little thing in your nose? Yeah, it just like came out of the blue, hit me like that. I was like, oh shit, I got a little bug up in me. So we're going light tonight. I'm actually drinking some tea, ginger tea, and some Anichi Kai immune support with some honey. So we're doing that. I do got a shot of vodka on deck. Shout out to New Amsterdam. You know, in case I want to, sip on a little something with the tea. And then I wanted to promote this beer. I don't know if I'm going to open it up. I got a bunch of drinks going on. So we're doing tea. We're doing 100% grapefruit juice and some water. And then I got a shot of vodka, and I got this new Oktoberfest Upslope Brewing Company out of Boulder, Colorado. Let's see. Ingredients: snow melt, Leopold Bros, Pilsner floor malt. The specs. Okay. Actually doesn't say much about it. But yes, brewed and canned by Upslope Brewing out of Boulder, Colorado. Visit upslopebrewing.com for more information. I might have to crack that open here in a minute after I knock out this tea, because I think a nice lager followed by a swig of grapefruit juice will be a good combination. So that's what's going on there. Also, I stay up on the emergency, so I might be knocking one of those back in the next hour or so. Yeah, I do everything I can to fight the I feel like I'm out of breath and shit. Hold on. I feel like I'm breathing heavy on the mic and shit. But and when Ray gets in here, there was just some lightweight drama earlier. We're going to talk about that. A lot of weak men out here. A lot of weak men. There's a lot of weak men. Yeah. I don't even know how to say that. I don't want to go in on that just yet. But we had a little before the show, family matters and whatnot. And just salute, man. I hope everybody finds their happiness in life. I'm gonna say this though. I'm not necessarily looking for a partner isn't what's gonna bring me happiness. My happiness stems from my own output in the world. As far as this right here, this podcast, creating this brand, I've made this into a LLC. Leaving a legacy for my kid, being able to sustain myself off of my brain is what's going to make me happy ultimately in the end. And I don't want to get to that age, 50, 60, or even 40, and still you haven't found the right person. And a lot of people are going through that. And it's sad. It's sad, and it keeps me in this cynical mind state of, anti-marriage. I don't really believe that relationships are prosperous in today's times anyway. So it kind of makes me sad. We're going to go in and talk about that when Ray gets in the building. And people are going through things right now. It's a tough time. And just keep your heads up, keep your chins up. And, we'll try to get through it. I'm not the best guy to give advice when it comes to I've been told recently I'm kind of getting on a high horse. Shout out to those people. Because for whatever reason, I've been doing good the last few years of my life, ever since my son was born. I just figured out how to keep a job, and budget money, and I'm just figuring out shit. I'm learning shit, reading shit. Just because ain't nobody taught us nothing, And so everything that I've been attaining the last 5 to 7 years of my life, I'm very proud of. And I went through a lot of my mental health issues when I was very young. And so I do recognize that sometimes I'm not the most, how do I say it, caring or concerning person when it comes to mental health and people going through stuff, because I feel like I've been there, done that. But I don't know what I'm trying to say with that. But the point is that we can all pull ourselves through. We just gotta tighten up our bootstraps, man, and just block out the world and really just focus on your own shit. Um, which is what I do. You know, I'm pretty much a loner. I've always been an outcast. Got a super small circle, and man, salute to those. Just salute to everybody, man, that may be going through something and everything. And you know, I know I'm not off limits. Anytime something good happens, Ray can attest to this, of course, being a Christian man. But when things are going good, the devil will try to creep up in there, right? Throw you up off your game. You're gonna have to try so much harder. Because I'm one of those people, man, that if I feel a little hint of adversity, I'm like reacting, like turning the fucking Megatron and shit. What's up? What's up? You know what I mean? Attack that shit head on. So I want to spread that. I want to let people know that Harry's drinking again. And Ray will be on in a minute. You know, he's back in Reno making the rounds, getting the crew back together. I see myself in Reno here in the next year or two. Reno's always been where my heart's at, you know, being a straight Nevada cat, battle born in Vegas, but up north is really where I got my stripes, you know. Yeah, we rocking. And so now that he's back there, he's getting the crew rounded up. I'm like, okay. And matter of fact, we're gonna pull up some stats here. He's getting ready to come on. I'm gonna pull up. I looked up this. I forget the website. Reno Living. We're gonna do a comparison tonight versus like Reno, Salt Lake, Reno versus Vegas, and go into these cities, these towns. I'm gonna pull it up here. Give me 1 second. I like DuckDuckGo, but you know, I mean, we got to go to Google. Google got the good shit. Google got the good shit. Hold on. DuckDuckGo, you cool. Reno Living. There's this website that listed it like one of the top 50 towns to live in the country. Livability. Oh, number 41. We're gonna get into that. I got that pulled up here. And then, so this will be the new time. I guess last week it was 9 o'clock right now. So until March, T.N.R will be at 8 p.m. Because you know I gotta fall back with the time, man. I get my ass kicked every day. Waking up, doing a late show, and then for work. So this is gonna hopefully help me there. T.N.R Thursday Night Rants live at 8 p.m. Mountain Time every week until we go back, man. As soon as we spring forward, you know, shit, it might be 9 o'clock again. But man, people is up in the bed early, getting dark early, and so we had to do that, baby. This last weekend, I didn't get a chance to make it, but there was the Burner Baby Bash show. Shout out Shorty Events out there in Salt Lake, man. And shout out to the Dover boys and Pitt. I seen them out there getting in that work, promoting their album. So shout out to y'all. I don't see Brother Ray. Brother Ray, your screen is black. Your screen is black, my brother. All right. Yeah, man, it's gonna be a chill show. I'm gonna kick Ray out, see if he can get his camera on. Next week, verbal confirmation for Juan Vasquez, Cypress Hill music video. He's been in the show on A&E, etc. I'm still waiting for him to email me back to do the verbal confirm. If you can see right here, I got this app here. This is where you go to book a podcast appearance. No longer can you just call, can I get on the show? Nah, bro. No. We're trying to do real professional shit over here. So you got to go to calendly.com/hide a podcast to book your 60 to 90 minute podcast appearance today. You can book up to 3 months advance with the Calendly app. Visit calendly.com and set up your booking needs today. You see, calendly.com/hide a podcast. Book your spot. They're filling up fast. And shout out to our publicist and booking agent, Steve. You know what I mean? Throwing us some guests.
Brother Ray G joined.
We're going to have Tommy Chong on here. That's not officially confirmed, but Tommy Chong is coming on the show. It's being worked out behind the scenes as we speak. And we got just a bunch of top of the year. We're putting this podcast into overdrive, and it'll be on all platforms. And we're gonna for some sponsors. We're gonna have our first official sponsor by the first quarter of 2023. Now, this is Harry's Drinking Again, and I'm your host, Harry Too Scary, aka Brother Harris. My co-host here, Brother Ray G. Ray from the Bay. Last week in Hawaii. Now he's back in Reno, making his rounds, putting together the crew. And we're getting busy. CEO of Blind Dog Productions himself. Brother Ray G.
I'm sorry, my brother. I haven't eaten dinner, and I'm back in Reno now. And coming from Hawaii, and I know you don't like people eating, but tonight, brother, you're gonna have to make an exception because your boy Don Beanie Bean hooked me up with this burrito tonight.
Yeah, a nice little burrito.
Mm-hmm. You gotta understand, I haven't had authentic Mexican living in Hawaii. We have Mexican food over there, but it ain't authentic restaurant.
Yeah, some Hawaiian Mexican, huh? That'd be interesting, man. Yeah, I haven't eaten.
Actually, they do, but
I'm waiting to get off the show, and I'm gonna grub you down some eggs and some hash browns or some papas. Let me see here.
I don't know what it is about Mexican food that I just love. I got my heater on the side, my lights. I got the background.
Yes, sir.
Into my, I got my own. I live in this nice place. Not to brag, but yeah, it's fly.
Up in a fly spot out there in the suburbs of of Reno. Let's go ahead and get into this. I
Yeah.
came across this website earlier
Mm-hmm.
this week as I was scrolling down the you know Google rabbit hole, and I came across this livability.com. Now,
Okay.
livability.com, it has Reno in the top 100 best places to live. If you guys could see this, I just zoomed in my screen, and I wanted to give Reno a little bit of love today, man, and talk about maybe what you think about these. It gives a whole breakdown of the score. It has Reno ranked at number 41 as the best
Mm-hmm.
places. This is 2021, so a little higher, a little lower, but
I want to know which is the number one and which is the last one.
mm,
What city? What is the number one city? Do you know?
let's go right here then. Let's number one, Madison, Wisconsin.
Really?
Yes, live score 790. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Madison looks
Madison,
beautiful.
Wisconsin.
It
Green
has
Bay
a
Packers.
69 civics, demographics, economy, education, health. Long-standing reputation as one of the best college towns in the country.
Wow.
More than 200 miles of hiking and biking. Top industries, University of Wisconsin, American Family Insurance.
Yeah, University of Wisconsin. That's the where are they? University of Wisconsin is the starts with a D. Oh no, they're the no no not B. They're the Badgers. Badgers. Am I
Yeah,
correct?
yeah, Wisconsin Badgers. So that's number one. I mean, look, we got Ann Arbor, Michigan,
What's
number
the last
two.
one?
Overland, Maryland, a lot of back east, all back east. Hillsboro, Oregon,
Back east.
Roseville, California. Okay, we got a couple in the top 10.
Okay,
Um,
Roseville. Roseville's up in Sacramento. Okay.
I think it was Roseville, Oregon. Yeah,
Oh, Roseville, Oregon, not California.
you got
Yeah, California's not looking good right now.
20. Tacoma, Washington,
My home state.
Boise, Idaho, number
Tacoma,
24. Shout out to Boise.
Boise.
That's
Okay.
great. It's a great town. It's similar to Reno. I love Boise.
Mm-hmm.
Chandler,
Oh
Arizona.
no,
Oh, here we go.
investment.
Salt Lake, number 30. Salt Lake ahead of Reno, according to this website. It has
Like,
a living
is it
score of
good?
705. Outdoorsy town, and it's one of the best places to live in the U.S. Skiing, busy families, young professionals, extreme adventurers. Top industries: healthcare, higher education, banking, finance, transport, and religious services. And then, of course, the Red Iguana, a popular Mexican restaurant run by the Cardenas family. They've been serving up incredible margaritas and rich mole sauces in Salt Lake for more than 30 years. Man, okay. Okay. So that rounds out, let's see, what is that? 30? 30. The last. Okay, I'm going to go on well, let's see. It can't be that bad if it's on the list. I was going to say something like Jackson, Mississippi. That's got to be like way down there or some shit.
What is the worst town to live? Vallejo, California, where I'm from.
We're getting there. Let's see. Portland, Maine. Damn, they got Pittsburgh ahead of Reno.
Where?
Let's,
Pittsburgh.
oh, no. Reno was 41. Okay, Reno's 41. Pittsburgh's 45. Let's
41.
scroll down. All right, let's scroll down. Spokane at number 75. We got Scottsdale at 80. That's interesting. Chandler was like in the top 30, and Scottsdale's 80, but they're so close together. That's interesting. Henderson, Nevada,
I'm sorry, bro. I'm over here picking out, man. I'm
number
just digging this
80.
burrito, bro.
Oh, it's all good. We're just on the small screen on the side, so you know. people. But for those of you who love the mukbang ASMR, they're getting it from Ray now, right here.
Mmm.
All right, look at this. Number 100, Anchorage, Alaska. But
Damn.
that's
That's
like
still
that's still like good. I mean, I've been to Alaska and I fucking loved Anchorage. I like Juneau a little bit better actually, but
Juno. Mm-hmm.
Juneau is interesting. Anchorage is pretty tight though, man.
Oh yeah, that's when you're fishing over there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And believe it or not, like they got hoods in Anchorage. Like they got fucking hoods that look like
I believe it.
Oakland shit. Like I was like, damn. Motherfucker, they got fucking Alaskan Crips and shit, Eskimo Crips and all that shit up there. Samoan. I was like, damn. But yeah, but hold on. Let me go back to this Reno thing because you know, brother, Reno's always been our home
Mm-hmm.
base. It's where we met. It's where I've always
Mm-hmm.
called home. You know, just the whole North Nevada in general
Mm-hmm.
is what I claim. But
I'm loving it here, bro.
here we go.
Really, the second time around, I'm like, I have a different perspective.
So the last time I was there, which is already about 4 or 5 years ago, I already seen the changes. They had like the streets were fucking clean. They had they put a bunch of different art downtown. They had some dolphin. There's like a dolphin down there by Idlewild Park. It's like
Mm-hmm.
super artsy. Um, but in your opinion, I mean, do you notice like the gentrification that's taken place? Are you noticing like more Californians? Does it I mean how does it compare to 15 years ago, Reno? In your
I think where I used to live, if those of you who are familiar with Reno, the Monte area, a little south going towards,
Monterey Ranch?
um, all I know is more businesses, more buildings. Of course, you always have that part of town where it's not so hot, like Prater, you know, Sutro, you know.
Yeah.
Um, that's not going to change. Every city has that. Even the best city in the world will always have that
Does it look
crack lane.
does it look like cleaner and safer,
Yeah,
or
yeah. I
do you
mean,
do you still feel the same amount of safety? Like
hmm
because we're just straight and narrow guys. We're not looking for the bullshit. It's just like feels the same as far as that goes.
like really, I mean, the people are friendly.
Yeah.
I mean, today bought my coffee at 7-Eleven, like I always do, and the lady over there says, "Hi, how you guys this morning?" I said, "Man," I'm like,
Oh, look at
"You
this.
definitely got the aloha spirit." I said, "I just came back from Hawaii, and you're really friendly." And I said, "Yeah, you should be." I said, "It's a good morning."
Right.
And then, what really took the cake was it started snowing,
Yeah.
and I haven't seen snow in so long. It's so pretty, man,
Beautiful.
and
I love those
it's
mountains
beautiful.
too.
Hmm.
Uh,
And
the median
I'm
home
I'm
value
also
600,000. God damn, dude, that's so fuck.
I mean,
That,
as far as the home value over here,
yeah, I mean, just how it's gone up, man. Last year, the shit was like 400,000 something. You know, same thing over here, man.
and we're going,
Uh,
damn.
holy shit. But I can't find the. There was another fucking website, man. It really broke it down. It talked about the people. It talked about the you know, the history kind of Reno and why the people are the way they are. But I cannot seem to fucking find this one.
I think I think the reason why Reno's the way it is because there are a lot of like Californians here, and the people that left California, like myself, wanted wanted a change. They kind of got tired of the whole California, because California. I look at that's going on right now, especially with the homeless. Like they're angry, I understand why. They have a reason to be angry. I lived in California all my life, Northern California, pretty much all my life, and it's It's just mismanaged right now, bro.
Yeah.
California is mismanaged. Yeah,
That's why a lot of these cities and states are
you
pissed.
know.
It's cool to move, but just don't bring your politics. And
Yeah, yeah. That's what's ruining it. Is
that's
the
what
ideology and politics and all that stuff. That's what ruins anything. It's kind of like, you have a very beautiful child and the parents are all jacked up. The parents are all dysfunctional and everything, and then this beautiful innocent child that you bring into this world wants nothing but love, and that goes with animals too. You can have a very friendly animal and then its master is like cussing it out, and that's I feel like California. That's what I feel like California is.
yeah. I've always liked
They messed up.
I've always liked Dorito because I'm looking a little bit here on the history. It's the mining, the railroad, the old ghost towns. So there's a certain rough edge about Reno, and it's always been there. The core people in Nevada are like farmers, ranchers, like roughneck, type of men, women,
Good people,
homemakers,
good people, good people,
housewives.
down to earth people. Like, when I first moved over here, I thought that oh, they're gonna be some racist because there's a lot of white people. No, completely wrong. No, I started liking to listen to. I'm not saying I'm a big fan, but I started to like country music living here.
Yeah.
15 years ago. I went to Ely, Nevada.
Mhm.
Did I ever feel like any racism? No. Bullshit. No. I mean, I understand if someone's being racist to you, honestly, being a person of color, and I'm just speaking for myself, it's really how you are in terms of your attitude. If you're walking around and stuff like, oh, everybody here, I'm an Asian man, I'm an Asian man, oh yeah, I'm a different guy, of course you're gonna feel like an idiot, like everyone's a racist, but that's just all in your head. But if you walk around like, you know what, hey, this is cool and everything,
Yeah.
I'm like everybody else, I'm just, all love and joy and everything, then it's anywhere you go, it's cool, man. People are gonna, they feel the energy, like what you said. It's they'll feel your energy, man. But if
Yeah.
you're walking around like, oh yeah,
Shout out
ooh,
to Wendy Lundy in the building.
Wendy
That's
Lundy,
on
how you doing,
house and
baby?
cause. Yeah. Um. Yeah. That's everywhere's problem right now. Fucking. You know. I like it out here in Utah. It's similar vibe, man. It's like Utah, Nevada, are like they're cousins, man. They're like first cousins. Um.
Yeah,
You know, without
yeah,
gambling and some of the extremes, but it's really family oriented
yeah. The
here,
people in
there.
Utah, I heard, are really good too. They're very friendly over there
Yeah.
too.
And like in Reno, they're always they got the air races, they got the rib cook off, they got the bowling tournament, they got the
Hot August nights,
hot August nights,
and pretty soon they're gonna have Yam Jam, right?
Yam Jam,
Yam Jam.
and then in Fallon, they grow some of the best cantaloupes in the world out there. They got the
Are
best.
you serious? In Fallon?
Oh, it's huge. Fallon every year, man. Let's type this shit in. I gotta, yeah, I gotta get on my fact check and shit, bro. Fallon, Nevada,
Cantaloupe? I love cantaloupe. I love anything about cantaloupe. Cantaloupe juice. You know
Fallon
what I
cantaloupes. It says
cantaloupe, bro. I gotta tell you,
Mhm.
this cantaloupe. You know how it is when you have those scrapers that has the little holes, like maybe like 4 holes that you can buy at the store. I take the cantaloupe and I scrape it, scrape the meat out,
Okay.
and then I'll put it in a on a what do you call it,
Look
pitcher.
every year, look at this Fallon Cantaloupe Festival and Country Fair, bro.
Hey, what time of the year is that? Summertime or springtime or close to summer or what? When is
August
that? Because I gotta
26th
go to that
through
one.
28th.
Huh?
August.
August?
Yeah. Cantaloupe Festival,
Bet.
bro. They grow all sorts of cantaloupes out there, and they're some of the best. Like, they compete
Oh,
with like the world and shit. Fucking
bro,
Nevada,
we,
bro.
we need to. You know what? Now I'm back. I mean, we need to explore, and that's what I was telling my nephew
Sponsorships,
Sterling today, man.
sponsorships, vendors. Huh? Huh?
Yeah, yeah,
Huh?
we gotta do an event. I mean, here in Salt Lake, We just bring a camera and we just talk to people, strangers and everything. Yeah, I would take this cantaloupe and I would scrape it with these, like small little circles, and they look like spaghetti strings. And then you put like water, cold water, and a little bit of ice, and you put like, sugar or brown sugar or whatever, and then you mix it, bro. And you just let it sit there, and you drink it, and you're eating the cantaloupe and also the cantaloupe juice with a little bit of sugar. Oh man,
Mm.
oh man, so refreshing, bro.
Sounds
So
good.
refreshing.
Sounds good. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, I mean that's a little bit about Reno. See, we're already going in. We're already covering bases over here. Um,
Okay, Kevin. Hey, can you do me a favor, bro? Because when you're talking, you have only I can see is like the bottom part of your nose. Can you put your camera just a tad bit lower so I can see the face, man?
why you want to see my face, man?
Because, man, why don't you? There you go.
Worry about my face, man. My face.
There you go. Because, man, it's our platform, man. You know what? Um, since we've been going on weeks on now with guests, now it's just the two of us, bro.
Yeah, man. I told him in the beginning, no special guest tonight. I did let the people know we signed with a PR firm. We have a publicist and a booking agent.
Yes, we do.
It's we can pretty much just clap that up, and so they've been booking us on other people's shows, booking people on us. Larry Hankin, Mark Christopher, Artie Hoffman, Ray's favorite guest. Hey, I came home today. I got about 15 clips of the Artie Hoffman interview ready to drop this weekend, and then I clipped up the whole mushroom clip,
Oh,
and I
that's not every
and I
hey, shout out to the Shroom show because that was, you know what, I would say you're editing, my friend, on that one. People gotta watch it, man.
yeah, no, go check out the Shroom clip, the last video up on the channel. Probably my dopest editing work, but it's the vibe that me and Ray have naturally. But me on mushrooms, I started the show and I was unsure. I was in and out. I was going between negative and positive feelings. And then at a certain point, I was like, fuck, this is a horrible idea. But then I started to come around and it ended with a bang. And the ending, when we're doing the bum, 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 and the ending is
Yeah,
just
yeah.
nothing. It's just us
Just
animated
us wilding out.
on camera. And I'm looking at the whole thing and I'm sorry, like I gotta toot my own horn. It's fucking dope. If I didn't know me, and I seen, I'll be like, oh, these brothers is kind of sick, man. I'm gonna fuck with this show a little bit, you know.
Hey, you know what? Everyone, you know what? You gotta have your narcissistic moment, man. Who has their narcissistic moment, man? Narcissistic moment, man. There's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that. Toot your own horn from time to time. You
Especially
know.
when like I know I'm putting in work. It might not be everybody's cup of tea, but I know I'm putting in work, and
Hey,
the shit's not booty though. Like
no.
it's quality shit, and
Hmm.
you just need to catch on to the market, like
Yeah,
just um and we're at 157 subscribers as of tonight, brother. And
man. I mean,
we've
that's
gotten
good,
about
bro.
we've gotten 22 in the last 3 weeks,
Yeah,
pretty much a subscriber a day. The Kelpie clip's going crazy, 8,000 views on the channel.
8,000 views, man.
It gets about 250 views a day, man. Still,
Yeah,
it's just in there. Like we caught a clip and it's just in there. Like like you just fire off, upload the shorts. But this bitch is like we caught that, and it's just like every day 200 views, 300 views. Like so,
So, are you saying that we're sort of understanding the game then?
a little bit, man. And you know
Yeah,
what? Shout out to Rico Aviles, bro.
Rico Aviles.
If you guys want a very informative podcast, was he last week's guest? We got so
Yes,
many
he
guests, I
was.
can't even
Yes,
keep
he
up.
was.
Um, so I started to break down Rico's clips.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna upload some of those. When he was dropping game about the sponsors and how to monetize the licensing, bro, he's like got some gems in there. So I already know a couple shorts I'm gonna put up on him on the channel this weekend, and but we're starting to separate ourselves. I was talking to Steady about that. Like, it started out us conversing. You know, we bring whatever knowledge and questions that we have, but now the quality of our guests is elevating to where now we're turning ourselves into a platform that people can go to actually get information. You know,
That's for sure.
when you
Yeah.
brought up when we become of service, like, okay, what do we do though? It's a podcast, but now you have uh, legit guests on here speaking about their experiences. It becomes, you know, we become of value now.
Yes.
Now we're a
Yes.
place that people could come seek information, hear some funny stories,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
But Rico is going off, dude. And, I'm gonna talk to him on the back end and pick his brain a little more about some shit, man.
Yeah, Rico's a good brother, man. I mean, I learned a lot about jujitsu from him. I mean, the
Yeah,
martial arts. Yeah.
I kind of felt like, you know, we had like a Rogan vibe going on. You know,
Yeah.
he had the whole UFC knowledge.
Yeah.
You know, we
Yeah.
had this little, you know, Roganist um, vibe, and of course, you're into boxing and all that. I enjoy the sport. I just don't know much of the fighters and this and that, but you know, I appreciate it.
I guess my grandfather got me into the whole boxing thing, man, because I used to watch boxing with him all the time. He loved Muhammad Ali. I used to watch him, and and then after that, Sugar Ray and all that stuff. But yeah, it's good thing, man, good thing. But you know what? It's kind of nice. It's just you and me, though.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
kind of nice, though.
When when I before I had my calendar app, go to calendly.com/hide a podcast to book your show today.
Book it, book it.
Um,
Subscribe, and book your show.
yes,
Yeah,
and he's, you know, he booked Saturday. And I was like, oh, okay. But then you know, and then of course the some of the events that transpired tonight before the show and everything, I was just kind of like, I was looking forward to just a, like, it's almost like a decompressor. I feel like I'm so relaxed. Um,
yeah.
we're shooting the shit, we're still covering bases, like play some music, and you know, um, we'll get in, get out, and we got shows lined up Saturday, next Thursday. So okay, let me ask you this: do you have any plans for Thanksgiving? Because it is a thing.
Well, my boy Dave Corte, shout out to you, boy Dave Corte in Sacramento. His wife Eileen, they said that because their kids are out on the East Coast, they're gonna have Thanksgiving dinner there. But no, wait, I got that. No, wait, hold on, I got that mixed up. No, Thanksgiving's gonna be my Uncle Bradley, aka Uncle Braxnard, in Sassoon City in California. Christmas is gonna be at my boy Dave's house. My boy Dave's house. Christmas. That's the schedule plan as of right now. As of right now,
So you
So
might be unavailable for Thanksgiving, or
no, I mean it's in Sacramento, and hopefully by that time, providing it's not snowing, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just Greyhound is so cheap and it's not that far away, and so I'll just get me one of those small luggages with the wheels and take it with me with my gear and some clothes. I mean,
because you know, over here the show must go on, and
yeah,
I don't got no motherfucking family that I give a fuck about on
I'm
Thanksgiving.
here now. And you know what? It's just a hop over next state.
Mhm. Yeah, and I got the day off that day, so my plan, you know, if you're either way, I'm gonna do a show, but I wanted to, you know, I'm gonna go get me some food or whatever,
Hmm.
make up a nice plate, or go to someone's house, get a plate, come back. And I want to have a feast on the show, man, and just do what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Put up, Thanksgiving special in the title, and just eat and chomp down on the mic, bro, and fucking drink,
Yeah.
have a drink, and it's a Thanksgiving celebration. Fuck it, and then kind of go from there and make that the Thanksgiving show.
Yeah. Sounds like a good plan. Let's do it.
Maybe I'll reach out to a couple people, like say, hey, after the game, after you're all full and sitting there in a food coma, if you just tap in 5 minutes, bro. We're doing a Thanksgiving special show. Fucking tap in 5 minutes. Tell us what you ate and how tired you are, and then we'll get you the fuck out of there.
Yeah, cause something like that. We may, I'll probably be celebrating the Thanksgiving at my Uncle Bradley's house
Okay.
just soon, and I'll bring my gear and just
Yeah.
I got portable stuff, so
Oh.
cool.
And if but I will be here. Harry Too Scary will be here Thanksgiving night live 8 p.m. I might even go live earlier. I don't know. It's gonna be a loose, reckless show. It's gonna be like Thanksgiving. I'm gonna be eating, chilling, just fucking hanging out.
How about if we go to StreamYard, and if they have the thing where we could just go on all day, hop on when you need to hop on, eat a little turkey, come back on the microphone.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking that it's still like you got to pay the premium to get 8 hours of streaming. I can only do the 4
Oh, okay.
for my $20. Punk ass motherfuckers.
How
But
much you gonna cost the 8? Because I'll throw in some if anything.
I think their next tier is like 40, or it's under 40. Might be
40?
30. Yeah, it's like might be 35. I know StreamYard's basic service is 25. That's why I've stuck with Melon. I like Melon's layout too. I'm so used to it, sitting here looking at what I'm looking at.
Mm-hmm.
But Steady does the StreamYard, and I have a problem I can't schedule the show because for some reason once I start the show that link doesn't work even though it's supposed to work. So there's a few
Really?
things that I think Steady sent me the link like that day, like in the morning, like fucking 12 hours before the show. Like, it's the link, and it worked like a motherfucker. So, but yeah, top of the year, we'll have to do something like that because
No, we'll probably do something like that.
there's a few times where I would want to sit here and do like a 6 hour fucking just to, like Star calls them the hate-a-thons. He'll have like he'll literally sit there all night. 4 or 5.
Well, if you think
hours.
about it, this is a new TV.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And I think, I could do a 4 hour Thanksgiving show like nothing. I'm off, man. I might do 4 hour in the day, come back, do a couple in the night.
yeah, it's just that when I'm over my uncle's house, I just don't because we're over there chopping it up and everything, and we're blazing it up and just chuckling, and I just don't want to okay, let me do that's the only thing because
Well, even if it's where, like I said, I'll be here. So like even if you just come on, even on your phone, tap in. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Like,
as long as we're you could you hold it down and everything. I would hop back in and everything.
I just have to only because it's a Thursday. Like, it's I kind of expect people to be watching though. Like after the game, what are you doing? You're sitting there scrolling on your phone anyway. Come on over and listen to Harris Drinking again, for a few minutes. But like we're so close, bro. 42. We got 10 more episodes to 52.
Yeah.
Consistency. Oh man, I feel it. I feel it.
It's coming on. I can you have your tea on next to you.
Yeah, tea's almost gone. Yeah, I feel a little something coming on, guys. First one of the year.
Yeah, well, change of weather. That's okay. Drink the tea, Hakaloo.
Got my grapefruit juice. And I don't think we're gonna do. I got this beer here. No beer tonight, but it's Oktoberfest Upslope. I'll probably save that for Saturday.
Yeah.
You gotta I'll sip a little whiskey just to burn the throat. But other than that,
Yeah. Just a little,
just
supposedly whiskey is good for you when when you catch a little something.
yeah.
You know.
Wish I had some nice bourbon right now, some nice smoky bourbon, scotch. But and then the week after that, that Thursday, December 1st. Yeah, that's another show. That's
December 1st.
Get my dates mixed up. This Thursday, we're going on the Beeline show at 7, and then we have the Moment at 9 on our platform. And then Thursday, December 1st, we go on Jim Sherpa's show, and then come right over to Harris's Drinkin again. So, man, we're putting in that work, man. 2 days.
Wow.
I was talking with DJ Steady, and he's going live right now too.
He is, huh?
He does a podcast 7 days a fucking week.
Wow.
Like we over here thinking, we're putting in a little work. This dude, he does at least 6 though. He said he does at least 6. He has like his Monday movie icon Monday, or like every day of the week he has a theme for the wordplay.
But he doesn't do any clips or any editing. He just does a stream.
Yeah. That's what I've noticed though. Well, so far of the people that we've been networking with, I think we're the ones pushing the YouTube the hardest.
Yeah.
I'm having fun with it, man. I'm having real fun doing the editing because it gives the channel so much extra.
It does. It adds some kind of like an amazing flavor to it. It does.
It's like, imagine, because I already know people aren't going to come here, listen to 3-4 hours straight. You're nobody, so you got to give them those little seasoning packets.
Yeah,
try this, and this shroom clip. Yeah, that was from a whole episode that we did. So maybe it will give them the interest to go.
And it drives them to watch the full clip just to see how it is. Like, that clip is so cool, and I wonder how it is for the full. I mean, they may not watch the full episode, but we don't care. We just want you to jump in, check it out.
Yeah,
not going to hurt our feelings if you don't watch the whole thing. I mean, people have lives to live, man. They have lives.
Yeah.
What we're here to do is to entertain you and inform you. That's it. Entertain and inform.
And I would even like to go on the record. I want to be more of the entertain side. I don't. If they put me in that box, or if I naturally develop, I want to be informed, but I want to also make that clear. I think with our dynamic, you being the teacher, I'm the student. Like, you're more of the informer. You got the knowledge, the age, the information. And I kind of take that under role, do the entertainment shit, and so.
And you're the freestyle, and you're the one, you're the entertainer. Yeah.
I'll have my little gyms here and there. So on PBD, you ever read the comments? Like, I was watching one of PBD's clips today, whatever he posted, and it's just everybody goes in on Adam, bro. They just like every fucking comment is like why does PBD keep this guy here? Next comment, I've been watching for 2 years, and this Adam guy has never said anything of substance in 2 years. And do you think PBD? Because in my head, I'm looking at it, some of these people probably hitting it spot on. Because clearly Adam's out of the league of a lot of these guys. You just hear him speak about the political stuff. Like, I'd be sitting there like, let me know when we're talking about cigars or weed again. Listen to you guys talk about the Fortune 500, all this shit. But do you think PBD knows, like, recognizes that and keeps Adam there as
You
a
know what? I'm gonna give you my own perspective with it, and it has nothing to do with nothing racism whatsoever. Okay, now um, Patrick is Armenian and Syrian, so he's a Middle Eastern. He's Arab. Adam is Jewish. There is such a, I don't know, such a strange dichotomy between the Arab people and the Jewish people, and it has nothing to do with their religion. Just kind of like it's kind of like you have even Jewish people with Italian people. Maybe us. Maybe that's the reason why we have some such a great, because you have this Filipino guy and this, you know, black guy, and they're best of friends, and they're not they don't look nothing alike, but to them, they're blood. I mean, that's how I treat you. You're my relative. I don't care, blood or not blood. I mean, I've known you, and now that I'm here in Reno, it's amazing. Now, I'm with Beanie, and I've known Beanie like for a long time, and I've known Beanie before. I've known you before you had your son, and there's such a, I don't know, there's such a history there, but there's something powerful about that. But I'm just talking about our relationship. But to them, there's something about, like Adam is like he's a Democrat. He doesn't really like Trump, but he's a money guy because he's a comedian, and now he's now he's a rich single guy, 40-year-old guy. So I got nothing against Adam. I got
Yeah.
nothing against him.
Yeah, no, me neither. Yeah, like I'm saying, like for what PBD's doing, it makes sense though. Like,
Yeah.
you can't have 6 know-it-alls on a panel.
Yeah.
You kind of want to, and I relate to Adam because I feel like I would be Adam. I know I would be out of my league currently.
Yeah, yeah. Like Tom is the one. Tom is the information guy, Mr. Research. He's got all the statistics and everything. And then Kai is the one that hey, put this thing on. And what do you think? You did the research, and what website is that on? And Patrick, he just put a good cast. Basically, I love the whole cast, man. I listen to PBD like daily, man. I mean, truthfully, I watch, with Joe Rogan, I only watch his show because I want to know the guest. That's
Yeah.
it. With PBD, I actually watch it because, okay, what's up? Like today, they talked about the election and what's going on. And, I believe our stock market went down 600 points today. Like huge, huge. 2023, from what they're saying and from what I'm seeing, is going to be, we're gonna be in that, man, hurting, but real estate's gonna go down. The price of real estate's gonna go down. It's gonna go back, and then they were talking about all the cryptocurrency. Like, what's the name of that? Yeah, like Bitcoin went down. I think, I don't know, 30,000 or something like that. I mean, big time. And then FTX, like they lost money. They lost money, like all the Bitcoin stuff that was hot last year. And of course, Elon Musk bought Twitter. Elon Musk bought Twitter, so now Twitter is gonna be a little bit more interactive and everything. However, I want to kind of touch this since we're on this topic. The whole Kanye West. What's been your take on that? You think you know,
Well, I had my take like 2 weeks ago when he was shout out Wendy London. She loves the PBD pod too.
mm-hmm.
I mean, I've been off of I'm not, haven't even thought about him since the Lex Friedman interview.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, my opinion stands. I rock with Kanye. I fuck with him. I don't think he's saying nothing wrong. He's saying what brothers think around the country have been thinking, and then at the same time, he could I just wish he had like a homeboy or something around him to be like, bro, just say it different though. Like say it like this, like I think he could get his point across a little better. And I say better, not softer or not, but just like in the Lex Friedman interview, there was a lot of things Lex brought up where I felt like as Kanye is a black man in his position, he could have like cornered Lex on a lot of shit to where, and he just.
But do you think what Lex said to him were completely out of touch or legitimate questions or?
There was one thing where it was way out of touch. I can't recall it, so I don't I don't want to open up that thing. Nothing crazy, but there was a couple things in there where I was like, oh, like Lex has no idea what the fuck he's like. There was a couple times where Lex sounded like he was like working for those people, like he was like. But it was a great interview. He let him speak. And Kanye, they went in so much harder than they did on Nori's show. Anyway, I'm still pissed at Nori for taking it down. But now what I haven't even been following, but now they're going in on Kyrie Irving for apparently sharing a link, something about the Hebrews something before Negroes to Hebrews documentary. Something they suspended him for sharing a link that was, and then he didn't apologize or something like that. And I couldn't get into it, bro, because some of that stuff.
Is it because Kyrie is not? I mean, Kyrie is not Kanye.
Well, for me personally, or
well, I mean, because I don't know. I think for me, I'm not trying to separate athletes from, I understand when athletes have their own point of view, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, Kanye. Kanye is he's got, I don't know, maybe because because he's he's a creative. And but what happened really is that and I think I'm catching it too, is that they found out that his Yeezys, he owns just the name. And so Adidas can go, you know what? We don't really need you. We'll create our own, brand. And I'm thinking, okay. And I'm looking at it as a consumer. And I'm thinking like, right now it may be a big deal. But I think later on, if say Adidas, and I'm being a devil's advocate here, Adidas goes, okay, we're going to make good shoes. We own the designs, this and that, even though he did help out, but we own the designs. We're the one that forked out the money to get that going. We own the distribution. We're the one that's distributing and everything. And all they got to do is just put a price point on there that people are going to be able to buy it. And they're going to go, hey, Yeezy, the shoe, it's not Yeezy anymore. It's Adidas, but the shit's fly. And it's within my budget. I have a feeling that people are going to just ignore it in the future because, people, it's like, people are selfish and that's just a natural human behavior. People are going to go, yeah, so it's no longer Yeezy. But at the same time, I don't know if you've ever worn a pair of Yeezys. I mean, are they comfortable? I've never worn it. I can't afford it.
Dude, I don't even fucking buy Jordans. I don't give a fuck about Jordans. Like,
yeah,
I got a rule. The only shoe, and I haven't bought a pair of them in a while. I'll go out and spend the 130, 140 150 on a nice pair of Tim boots. The
Yeah.
last pair of Tim boots I got though, that was already like probably 2019. So I got a rule. I don't spend more than $80 on a pair of tennis shoes. I go to Foot Locker and or Shoe Warehouse, Shoe Depot,
Yeah.
bucks in your mall, and I look
Yeah.
at the clearance sticker. That's it. I don't fuck around on. I don't give a shit about name brands. Never have, man. Never.
Yeah, and I think that's what, because that was big in the '80s and everything. And I remember there was a time when it's like, there was a time I was even afraid to shop at Kmart and all that stuff. Now it's kind of like, hey, man, Walmart and Costco all the way. I mean, because I'm older, but
So
but I guess when you.
yeah. Well, when you're young, you got all this whatever, and being a father, I buy my kids clothes at Children's Place, Old Navy,
Yeah.
Ross, Burlington, and Walmart.
Yeah.
I mean, Walmart now, dude, the sweatpants I got on right now, Reebok sweatpants from Walmart. Like, they got Reebok N1. Walmart stepped up to shit. I buy my work Dickies from there, of course.
Yeah.
White tees. Got my white tee from the Super K Mart on this damn mic. Yeah. When I was a kid,
What about Goodwill? Would you ever buy clothes at a secondhand store or Goodwill?
I have I have a pea coat that I currently own from the Goodwill. Pea coat, brother, cost me like $4.
That's what I'm saying.
$4, and it looked fly as shit.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's the whole. You know what? I think in this show, like, I'm gonna go with my cousin Patrick, who's like gay as fuck, and he said, "Cousin, you can buy fashion, but you can never buy style." And I've said it in past shows.
Yeah.
And I'm going, you know what? That does make sense, because like, you go to the mall, you buy these exuberant amount just for the name brand. Where's your creativity? I mean, right?
Yeah, for me, of course, when I was a kid, like, I didn't want to be caught dead in Walmart, or if I knew my mom was shopping at Walmart, other than socks and underwear. But let me tell you this: last time, because Walmart's so cheap, right? And they got good quality shit. Even they're like
they're decent.
Children's clothes are phenomenal, bro.
Yeah.
Just different tops, hoodie, like,
Yeah.
got some cool athletic wear. But I go in there with about $200, bro, and I'll fucking.
I come out like, yeah.
Sometimes we're just going in there for groceries, and because they got the cereal right next to the damn shirts and shit. We'll walk over there, and they'll have like $8 N1 hoodie sweat combo. I'll buy like 3 of them for my kid and get him some sweats, get him some jammers. Like, man, $200. He's set for like,
you got an outfit.
Months,
Yeah, you got an outfit, and that's another thing too. Living in the suburbs and also living in the city, like in San Francisco, like a lot, Buffalo Exchange, a lot of these secondhand stores, very popular. And you go to the city, and a lot of those people, their lifestyle is the clubs, and you go there and these people like create their own style, and I got nothing against that. Rather than the mall clothes where everybody looked the same.
Yeah.
I mean, and maybe to some people they're okay, but there's something about people who are. I consider myself a creative. I'm. You're a creative. You know what I mean? There's this kind of like, I won't. The word anxiety is a little too tough, but there is this like an urgency to be different and to be original. And to come up with your own style, and I never liked looking like everybody else, per se. Like I'm comfortable, like, with my own style whatsoever. I mean, not that much different, but like.
Well, like when I seen you the other day, you had a little hat tilt to the side. You had your little pea coat on with little turtle, whatever, and you was rocking it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's all in the attitude, brother.
Yeah.
It's all in the attitude, man. It's not,
Yeah.
your clothes. It's all in the attitude, man.
Yeah.
And that's why we need to have Andre on the show, man, because he knows all about that.
Yeah. And he specializes in not spending a lot, but he looked like he got hella money on, but he just pieces shit together.
Yeah,
I've seen him
yeah,
go to Ross and like fucking $100, whole like put together like a couple of outfits. I'm like, damn.
yeah. Like he's all into outfit and originality and everything. And I guess a lot of people are always into comfort. I mean, comfort is nice. Personally, for me, I like to get suited up, man. I mean, I like the whole church, the whole thing, and going to church and you guys nice suit up and I'm very particular, man. I like to have my hair always combed nice. I like my pants crisp. I like, like I like my, if I have a suit on, my my cufflinks and everything. I like that. I love that stuff, man. My
That's
shoes always polished.
That's why I
You
want
know?
my signature. Most of the time I wear a button up or whatever and
Yeah.
be presentable. You want to give off a good appearance and
And by the way, you know what? I was like that. I wasn't just like that because I'm getting older, man. I was like that in my 20s. I was like that in my teens. I've always liked to, because there's something about the clothes that makes you feel, like you have a sense of purpose. And then what happened in the 90s when the whole, baggy, sagging pants and all that stuff, and just the whole ghetto and the whole thug and the whole gangbang look. I hated those years, man. I hated those years because it's like, if you're fat, you just wear an extra 4X t-shirt and looks all sloppy, and then and that's why I don't know what comedian basically said that they start wearing that because that's how they were in prison. And then I remember Cat Williams saying that when you start wearing your pants low, like your booty, like your box showing in prison, they do that because you're the hoe. It's easy access, you know what I'm saying? It's easy access to pull that stuff down. And then because they saw that over there, they're like, oh, I'm gonna bring that to the streets. I loved the hip hop music in the 90s, but I did not like the way comfort clothes start coming out. But
what I don't like, my one of my pet peeves is okay, we all like the women, yoga pants, spandex, but and being in Reno, as I know, and I'm sure it's fucking hasn't changed, just like out here, Salt Lake, all these little towns, the people, because we got 4 seasons, whatever, but the women, man, like I miss seeing. Anytime I'm in the store or in the mall,
Yeah.
I'm at my job and I see a woman that's like dressed up. Like, it's rare to catch a woman in fucking jeans these days, bro. Out here, you go to the store and it's just like every bitch has on a fucking hoodie and some sweats and some fucking leggings
and their hair tied up on the bun on the top of their head.
It's honestly, it's getting to the point where it's like fucking disgusting. Like it used to be like, oh my god, spandex everywhere, ass, yoga pants, yoga. Now I'm almost looking at these bitches like, do you put any care into yourself?
That's what I'm saying. And then when they dress up, they all look the same.
They either look the same or themselves, they'll look completely different. Like I got hit up by a chick a little while ago that her daughter goes to my son's school, whatever, and like she's like, you didn't see me or you didn't recognize me, whatever. I was like, no, like I didn't even. And then like, oh, I was wearing, and then like when she described what I was like, oh, that was you. But the women, y'all be looking like chameleons because you could change up so drastically day to day that sometimes if we don't know you, like I gotta actually look at a woman to be like, because sometimes you'll see her the next day, and you won't really recognize her because of the hair, the makeup, this, all these different shades and highlights, and like a man just come through, you know.
Don't forget. They're gonna be in sweatpants, hair bun, sweat. But you know what? They're not. They never forget the false eyelashes.
Yeah.
Everybody's got on the false eyelashes. Like that is my final.
Yeah. I don't like the eyelashes because it makes you look it, and I get why you guys are doing it because it makes you guys stand the fuck out. But some of these bitches be looking so much better with the fake eyelashes, and then the next day they go into work.
Yeah.
I'll be like, damn, I'll be like, damn, I almost wanted to sleep with her yesterday. And then the bitch.
Hey man, I tell you what, man, the Asian chicks, they put those false eyelashes on, and I'm like, oh man, she is damn hot. Fuck.
Yeah.
Cause, but
gives a whole different look to the face. It's almost creepy the way they could change up so
yeah.
Much. But I just wish that I would. So at my job, I see a lot of classy type of individuals that come, they get drinks and stuff. But I'm always noticing like the women that are like travel in dresses and put on a skirt to like I like feminism women, bro.
Man,
I want you to be a fucking girly girl. I want a girly ass.
Me too, man. Oh, it's such a turn on.
I don't like these goddamn bitches that basketball shorts and
man, the feminine. Oh man, it just. I mean, and you know what? I love if you're feminine, but you don't wear like you wear makeup, but it doesn't look like you wear makeup. That's so sexy.
Yeah.
And like for middle-aged women, like I love the middle-aged women that they don't dye their hair. They just, if it's gonna be silver, it's gonna be gray. Let it be, sister, man. Ooh, so sexy, so sexy. Oh,
yeah. There's some
sexy.
There's just a lot of times where I'll see a woman, I'm like, because I'm in that mode now where I'm not necessarily on the hunt, but I am keeping my eyes and ears open because I believe this. As I'm starting to elevate, as anybody elevates, you're gonna naturally attract yourself. God, the universe, whoever, like he's gonna throw you some people in your life as you come up. So I'm trying to keep my eyes open to when I do come across a woman that's like, okay, could this be something? But I'm looking for like how do you truly carry yourself? Like what's your that inner and
what's your demeanor? Like
you can tell,
It's
like you can tell by how you carry yourself or what you have on, and then like just for me, like basic shit, like you could be all dressed up and then I look at your feet and you got like chipped toenail polish, like it, like little things like that, or your feet are like a little dry and like your heels a little fucked up, like just little, or your fingernails is chipped, and it's like, I mean, is it hard to just touch it up like every other day, or I don't understand like the
what I can't stand are women that put on foundation to hide the little pimples and things on their face, because that tells you that you're either not taking care of yourself or you're not taking care of your skin, because that's hygiene, man.
Yeah.
So like women that wear stockings, I don't like stockings on legs.
Yeah.
Shave your legs and like lube that up and make it nice and shiny and sexy and everything. But I don't know, man. I just the female, just the way female. When God created women off of Adam's rib, man, he just knew what to do. It just, women that just know how to put themselves together and act like a woman. Don't be trying to be all tomboyish. Don't.
Yeah.
Just like, be my queen, man. Be a queen.
I noticed that shit off the rip. And any women I come across, and I'm very fucking judgmental, like a motherfucker. I just, and I get it. There's room, like, first of all, I want you to be comfortable. I love a woman. I love the hair pulled up sweats. Look, don't get me wrong, but I'm just, like, it's like a daily occurrence though, especially fall time. Man, like They just it's rare to see a fucking woman dressed up in the store. That's all I'm fucking saying.
Now, you know what? I think what it is this. Today, there it is. I think what this is this. Today, this is the new thing. People want to show like, oh, I work out. I just been to the gym. That's it. That's the look. I work out. I just been to the gym. That is today's fashion line. That's why they wear the stretch pants and the sweatshirts and everything. Oh, I just been to the gym. Therefore, I'm hot.
Yeah.
And I did just squats. I do squats, and you look all the videos of these women doing squats, and like, ooh, I got a booty, huh? Ooh, look at my booty. Look at that. I'm doing squats, and that is the new TikTok thing.
Yeah.
And I'm going, you know what? It was cool in the beginning because, yeah, what man doesn't like to look at your ass? I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Big, thick thighs. Oh,
lot of-
absolutely. Squatting, absolutely.
Yeah.
But you see enough of that, you're like, oh.
Yeah, you're just like, all right, it's. And look, and then I get in trouble for saying I look at women as objects. What the fuck's wrong with that? You're in the gym objectifying yourself. Every time you squat down, a real myself is. This is the only thing that I'm thinking. I wish my face could be the spot where she one.
Yeah.
2.
Yep. 2, 3.
I just want to
a little longer.
Fucking ass out, bitch. That's it. That's it. That's really. That's all we fucking think. Like, we don't give a fuck about nothing. You're working out. You're doing this, bitch. I want to taste your fucking pussy juice, suck your asshole, and all that. Smell your panties. Put them around my cock. Stroke it off when you're not around. And then, but it's like you. Sometimes they'll still be like, almost as if like I'm the pervert for looking at you, bitch. I'm over here on the Stairmaster, fucking testosteroned up, got a fucking half a chub on the fucking Stairmaster, and you're over there like skin. Yo, I seen a chick drop my son off at school yesterday, and spandex pants, nice ass. I was just like, God damn. Now, the thing about these spandex pants that gets a motherfucker is because they're so thin. As she was walking up on the curb, the light, you just see her ass, and I see her little G-string. Like everything is there. Like you see through the fucking. I'm looking at just your thong. You might as well just have got out the car with no spandex pants, because now I'm just like, oh my God, I just want to.
And that's a true setup because they love it. Oh, I'm not trying to show off, but I want you to look at me. But I don't want you to look at me. But I really want you to look at me.
If I can see your thong imprint through the thing, and I'm just all I want to do is bend you over and spread that to the side, baby girl, and just see what's going on in there. And that's I'm pretty sure most men think like that.
Oh yeah.
Like,
yeah,
the ones that claim I don't need pussy, get the fuck out of here.
Oh bullshit! Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here, man. A man is gonna be a man. We're gorillas. We're gorillas, man. We're gorillas. That's it. I'm a gorilla. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a gorilla. I am. I'm a man. Really primal shit. Like, and the dogs got it right. They go around and sniffing on the other little bitches' booties and shit. Like, like yeah, that shit's in us, like for real. Yeah, no, that's because that's why men are warriors, men are protectors, men are builders, men are fighters, men are kings, and they're the protectors, and men are gorillas because that's who we are, man. We're primal. That's who we are. That's what we're created for. That's and we enjoy that. We're providers. It's there's like the feeling of providing for a woman who totally just deserves it. Who totally just deserve it. Never asked for it, but deserves it because she puts it all, and she can cook. See that one right there. See, you hit the nail on the fucking head. Now, a lot of women, they may think that they deserve it, right? Or even some men in the situation, oh baby, but it's like, are you really living up to the other part, like that your partner
wants or your partner desires. You know what I mean?
It's to a point now, when I talk to some of my buddies who's been married like as long as I have, the 20 plus couples, that one that's done it, yeah, there was a time in their marriage where he cheated, she cheated, whatever, and then whatever happened, whatever, life went on. And we're at that point now where, we're just companions and everything. And I hear the same story, and not on the men, but on the women. The same one that I guess I'm going through right now with my marriage. And my wife is in Hawaii. I'm in Reno. And I basically said, this is my focus. Jesus and business. I want to start something. And the women, the what I'm want to do with the women is like, you know what? It's just my nature coming here now in Reno, where you can actually 4 seasons you can dress up. You know what? Yeah. Like, I like to wear the nice leather. I like to look like an executive. I like to be G'd up. And I took care of myself. 55 years old. I took care of myself. Still got all my teeth, still got all my hair, and but I'm not trying to do it in vanity. I just want to become the example of a guy going, look, man, just because you've been married that long to the same woman, you don't have to let yourself go. You don't have to let yourself go. In fact, I want to basically, like the women, my value right now, my mission in life is to basically increase my male value. And the women out there, it's like looking at me going, man, he's got high value and everything. The age doesn't matter, But I want them to like, ooh, like it feels good to be flirted on when you're older.
Yeah.
It feels good when a woman kind of like looks at you and gives you that little, thank you, and and you just, wow, because I'm at that age now to where it's like, when you look at me like that, doesn't mean like, okay, now we're ready to fuck, it's not like that anymore with me.
Yeah.
And it feels great.
Yeah. Well,
it feels great.
I think every man, granted, you get to that. I know what you're saying just based off of the last few years of my life. I'm trying to fuck first and foremost, but I understand that it ain't even about that. Like I've tried to approach women to where like it's just like, yo, let's kick it. Sometimes it's you just want a woman around. You want to
like almost like a trophy or something like that. Just and just
friend, but it doesn't have to just get to the fucking. It's like, yo, just like let's. I wish I had female friends that I could just literally call. Hey, last minute, I'm going to get a burger. You want
let's go have some. Let's dine at this restaurant and everything. I got you. I'm gonna pick you up, and it's just nice to be. It's just, I guess what do you call it? I just love being debonair, chivalry. I love being debonair. I like to. Call it man vanity. Why the fuck not? What the fuck not? I mean, it's like, what do you want me to do? Walk around like, oh, I'm all overweight and I'm fat and I'm, and I'm stressed with life and this and that. And the only thing I basically worship is like my favorite team. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Yeah. No. I like us to have a little nice dinner, nice jazz music in the background, pull the chair out for her, make her feel like a woman. I love that.
Yeah. Most women don't believe me.
No, I love that part, man. And you just, no, we don't have to fuck. We ain't gotta fuck. I mean, I'm not looking for that. I'm not.
Hey, I can put my hands on you, give you a nice, like, make you feel safe and comfortable. And usually, I mean, if they give in, it's on their own will. My hands.
It's on their own will. Yeah. And you know what I've also been thinking about, bro, man? I'm gonna go back into salsa dancing, man. I'm gonna go back into partner dancing because, that's when like a woman, when you, I recommend this to every man. You and the thing is that I'm looking at all my boys. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at Scoop. I'm looking at Beanie. I'm looking at and I'm going, man. These men are like, yeah, these men are like growing old gracefully. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, these are my boys right here, my brothers. And I'm going, yeah, and I'm going like, like, and I tell Scoop all the time, man, we ain't got to worry about nothing, man. We're some handsome motherfuckers, man. We can't, and the thing about our crew is like, we're all spectrum of, of life. But the most important thing is that all of you guys are amazing dads. Yeah. Amazing dads. And I love calling all your kids my niece, my nephew. Like Scoop's daughter, Kinley, loves Uncle Ray. Loves Uncle Ray. I could look at that little girl all day long. She's so beautiful. And I see that. And Scoop is like, and you guys are mature. So it's like, man, you know what? Yeah, I think we should do that, man. I think one day the whole crew, the whole Blind Dog crew, we should take a picture and we're all suited up, and I'll be the shortest motherfucker in the front of the because I am the shortest. Yeah. And I'm proud of it.
Riding on like a holy rail and now hit the slows and go ham. Yeah. Oh no, I can't do that. I'm grinding on like a holy rail and now hit the slows.
Yeah. Now, like you said, you won't spend any more than $80 on a pair of like sneakers. Look, if I'll spend some, I would say some $200 or maybe $400 on some Magli's, Bruno Magli shoes, some good old Italian shoes. Oh, I will.
Please don't take that powder.
I will. I spend that kind of money on that. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, if I had it,
we will.
I'm just talking about my daily,
daily stuff. But some nice,
But even like that though, right? Like I look at that though, like you're wearing that shoe a couple times a year, probably, or I don't know. Maybe you're gonna wear it every day, but I'd buy a shoe like that, and shit, $400. Shit, I'm wearing that like literally like every 3 months, like special occasion.
Yeah,
nice. That's how I do my Tim boots. I put the water repellent, everything. Treat them, and they last for fucking years. I got a pair of I've had for about 8 fucking years. Tim boots right now.
Yeah.
They're still pretty clean. Little stuff.
Quality.
Yeah.
They're quality like you.
Yeah.
They're quality like you. Like to me, I like the whole routine of the man routine. Like I love the whole, you get your hair cut and then you do your nice neat shave and I love ironing clothes. Making my shirts nice and crisp. And I love polishing my shoes. Putting on a tie and just being like debonair, like a real gentleman, man. Like one of my favorite movies, man, until today is freaking Eddie Murphy's Boomerang, man. I said that's the guy. Boomerang. Like his stuff is all fly, always crispy. Yeah. Always crisp. It just makes you feel like a true man, because you can't be always like looking like a construction worker, dude, or like you want to go for hunting, And I know that's the style here in Reno. Like when we were giving out sandwiches to the homeless the other day, we're like, man, it's kind of hard to distinguish who is a crackhead and who is just a Reno. It's Reno fashion.
Yeah, it's got that underground, grunge kind of scene.
Yeah, the beard with the hoodie and
Seattle like that same way. Like parts of the Northwest, same like dark. It's all. Right?
Yeah.
And it's like, no reason to comb your hair. It's just wet, because you're throwing on a hoodie or a beanie every day.
Yeah. No, man, I'm like, I like the whole, fedora hat and the freaking overcoat and the freaking scarf and maybe Seattle, cane. Or
I seen a lot of fly ass women in Seattle though. I'm sure in the outskirts. Sure. At your local Walmart, you get the Marlboro Suave hoodie sweatpants combination.
Yeah.
But overall, I did see some bad bitches, like just women, like moms, like fuck, man. Even I'm talking about, man, goddamn SUV full of fucking kids, and the goddamn bitch hops out with her fucking hair pulled up and her little pink fucking sweater thing and her little pink on her ass, and she's just doing and then the next bitch pulls up, look identical, like same cars, same fucking, doing their little thing with a little, yeah, it's, come on,
Yeah. Come on, kids. Come on. Yep.
they're
Soccer
playing,
practice.
and I'm over there like, you lazy fucking bitch, goddamn fucking. But I think about that a lot of the men too. A lot of these goddamn, they wear the camouflage, jacket.
Yeah.
They got their car hat, and it's just like the work boots. Even on a day off, you see they go out with their family on a Saturday morning, and they still got the work boots that they had on all damn week, like no game. And sometimes though, I do see the women dressing up more than the men out here when it comes to that. Sometimes, because I'm looking at some of these dudes, like, because I'm a type of brother, like, if I got the day off, I'm waking up on a Saturday morning, I'm getting showered, I'm putting on my nice Saturday, Sunday clothes. I'm gonna take my family out, have my woman get dressed up, dress up the kids a little bit. Let's go have some dinner or some lunch. Let's go see it. Go to the aquarium. Like, I like to give off that vibe too. But then a lot of these couples you just see, and you're over here like, bro, you just no game. Your fucking wife's probably, eyeballing my ass, Andre ass over here, and she's like, damn, I wish my husband would just, put on a shirt once in a while. I just wish he would put on a button up or something.
Yeah. That's the part that like when I was in Hawaii. I mean, it's cool wearing the aloha shirt and some slacks and everything. I mean, it's cool. I mean, I get it. I like it, but we keep wearing that all the time. You wear that, you wear that, you wear this aloha shirt, when you're working in the office, and then you wear it in church, and then maybe you wear it at an outdoor dinner. It's after a while, for me, it's kind of like, man, like, I miss the 3-piece suits. I miss the overcoats. I miss the fedora hat. I miss the scarf. I miss the ascot. I miss that, man. I love that kind of stuff, man. I dig that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we could be the ones to bring it back. Because again,
I think so. I think we should.
On my judgmental tip, I just described the man, but sometimes I see a good mixture of things. But there's sometimes I'll see the man, right? Kind of business. Maybe he's like a banker, but he'll still wear like his slacks. You see him in the mall,
Yeah.
and the wife will be like bummy, hair pulled up, just like she had to force her to come out, slippers, damn near.
Yeah.
Half these motherfucking bitches don't even put on socks and shoes; they just toes, little fucking slippers, walking around the mall in the little fucking
Stretch pants.
but that shit, yeah, like going forward and stuff. Like I'm looking at all that, man.
Me too, man.
As far as what type of woman I truly want to represent me going forward.
Yeah.
I'm starting to I guess it's just thing about getting older, man. I'm starting to actually analyze shit and then understand that you don't nobody has to settle. You know what I mean? Everybody just deserves to be happy and to try to at least find that person that's going to make them feel good, like truly good. Like you said, there's something about if you're doing something maybe for your wife or girlfriend and they're not whatever that word is, reciprocal of it, reciprocating, and but there's something there, right? If a man got dream woman at home, his and I'm not just talking looks, but just that woman who possesses whatever that man desires, beyond the sex, beyond the physical. She's a homemaker. She's all the things that whatever this man may be looking for. There's something there to that. I didn't understand that when I was younger, man.
Hey, man, no one really did in a way, when you're younger. But like you said, when you're older, and maybe your libido is not as as high, and it shouldn't be that high when you're that old, when you get older, because like now, instead of just fucking, you're actually making love. There's a difference. Instead of just listening to hip hop music all the time, now you're listening to jazz. You know, instead of just drinking soda or something like that, now you're sipping on some, maybe wine or champagne or something like that. It's just nice, bro. It's just nice. It's just, and you're inspiring, and the people around you, and man, comb your hair, even if you don't have a lot. Like, make yourself. We need to get back to that, and especially, like, coming up, 2023, things are gonna cost more. The inflation is gonna get worse. It's gonna hit harder. There's gonna be more people that's gonna be like, like, oh damn, this and that, whatever. But it doesn't mean that you have to, like, carry that on and walk around like, oh man, the world sucks and everything. I'm with the world because I'm not making the kind of money. Hey, you know what? Do the most of what you have. It ain't about quantity. It's about quality. You know? That's what I'm trying to portray there, because I think 2023, bro, like, we need to start inspiring people. You know? When we inspire people, because all of the economy and all that, they think that, oh, the economy goes, no, no, no. You know what? The economy is this way. You know why the economy this way? Yeah, with all the stuff that happened is because of our attitude. And you know what? Yeah, the leader that we have right now is weak. And all my years of living, whenever there's a weak president, like I remember Jimmy Carter was the president. You know what? The people were also looking kind of weak too. And then when Reagan came, Reagan flipped the script. Then people started dressing up. People started, like, presenting themselves more debonair, and dressing up became the thing, like, and then business started, like, flourishing and all that. It's attitude, bro. It's attitude, man. It starts with our attitude, and I'm hoping that this coming year, man, which inflation and all of this stuff is gonna hit even harder. I want us to be the example of that, to where it's like we're dressing up nicer, we're being a little clean. We make sure our cars is clean and spotless. Our house is clean and tidy.
All my friends going up.
It's all about the attitude, man.
We're real plug now.
It's all about the attitude, man.
I guess
That's what Harris is drinking against all about, my friend.
always on the road, I never move.
It's the attitude.
On my own.
Harry's drinking again.
Now they really wish that I was.
Yeah. We have a chance to do that here with this platform every Thursday night, and that's what it's beautiful, because we could talk about whatever's ailing us, man. Whatever's what we want to see, right? Be the change you want to see in the world. So, and we're being that every week, and we can vent, we can talk about the person that we're not, but we're trying to be. Like, I know, I don't know if I don't necessarily believe in, like, a soulmate per se, or maybe I do. I don't know, but I do know that you got to be on the level of the person that you're truly trying to attract. I think so. I don't expect no woman who had her shit together and even maybe have a certain moral compass that I didn't, or whatever. Like, people gotta vibe with each other, like, as a man, you can't expect to just get whatever bad bitch or whatever woman if you're not elevating yourself where this woman's at. And women, you can't expect to attract this man if you're just, like, stagnant and you're not on his plateau. And so for me, growing and learning, I'm about myself and just truly where I want to get. But I think through all that, I'll be in alignment with everything, which is business
Yeah.
and in life and in like what we got going on here, man. You know.
I guess for me, I'm not. I mean, my soulmate. I've been married a long time. I had my kids. I've done there, been there. And I guess for me, it's about inspiring other people. If there's, say, for instance, there is a woman, let's say a single mom, who has a son, and she sees me, and maybe the first thing is like, yeah, I can see me being with that man because he's a high value man because he puts himself together and he acts right and he's a gentleman and all that. I can see myself with that. But more importantly, it's like I want my son to be that kind of man. It ain't about, oh, we're gonna get together and everything, because that shit gets old. And I'm not in that, and I'm not really in, I'm not into that mode right now because I've done it. I've lived there and everything. Now it's like my time. Now it's about inspiring and influencing, and and that's where I am in life right now. It's like, I'm not much of a. When I was younger, my whole goal is like, yeah, I want her to think, yeah, I want to screw him. Yeah, every man can, and they should, especially when you're young, take advantage of that. But when you're older, you're in a different level. And then to some men, they're like, I don't have to try to look in this and that. And they want to be fat and they stay ugly and everything. And although they dress nice because they're thinking of, oh yeah, because I make a lot of money. And most women, they just like it because the money. Yeah, that's true. But you know what, dude? After a while, they get tired of your ass. And then what's going to happen is you just keep giving them the money, and of course, what they're going to do? They're going to find some other guy. I want to be like, yeah, that guy's, man, that's always the dude that I imagine to my daughter to be with, or I'm to be with, or my son to become. It's all about inspiring and influencing and giving that, like I'm not into the whole, I don't want to get together with you. I don't want to, I'm not into that. I'm past that. I'm so past that, bro. I'm so past that, man. It's like, I'm not.
Well, yeah, I mean, you gotta be though at your age. I mean, shit.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
But it's kind of nice to still know that your shit's still working. You still got it. But it's just on a different level. It's kind of like, because as men, that's what I think. That's what makes us so valuable. Is like when you're a man, like, and you took care of yourself, and you value yourself, and you basically just lifted yourself up, just made yourself like wiser and everything. Not saying you're a know-it-all kind of guy, because that's another thing that I want to talk to you about.
Well, I want to talk to you too about that. Yeah. So before you go, I've been accused, lately of kind of being on a high horse, maybe, and just kind of. But apparently, it's starting to shine through. Like you talk about, like my journey to Utah. I came here on a Greyhound bus from a ticket that was bought from somebody else with a trash bag of clothes, not even a duffel bag, literally 2 hefty bags of clothes in like a backpack on a Greyhound bus. Credit score non-existent, or like in the 300s or some crazy shit. World fucked up, right? And I don't know. It just started. I got sick and tired of being sick and tired, sleeping on couches and not having nothing of my own. Being on drugs here and there, keeping the job. I've always stayed with a job, but I would have like, I'd quit it. I'd have
jobs
6 months and I'd quit. Go get 1 for 4. Quit. Go get 1 for 2. So every year, a lot of jobs, no consistency, no place to call my own. The times I had an apartment, just wouldn't keep it. TV sitting on a milk crate. Like, bro, since my son's been born, I'm living good, bro. I'm really living good. Like, I'm talking about like very domesticated. You know what I'm saying? Clean spot. Got all the dishes, utensils. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I I had one shorty come over one time, and she was impressed because I what the fuck? I divvy
Does your house look like a model home?
I go. What the fuck? I'm having a blank, but I go shopping and I divvy up my meats and label it.
Right.
What's the damn term? The you know what?
You mean you label? Yeah, you label it. You categorize your
You know,
yeah.
little things like that. You know, just like impressed. But then in my thing, I'm trying to look at it also from a woman's lens. Like, she probably looking like, how does this man keep himself? How is he? Oh, okay. Well, you know, like, I believe that they're looking for those little things as well. Because when I go over to a bitch's crib, first thing I go is in the bathroom. Hey, I gotta take a piss. If their bathroom ain't straight, then boom, red flag off top. Like, if you know what I'm saying. I mean,
if their bathroom doesn't have potpourri,
bro, I gotta. Like, a man's bathroom shouldn't be as clean as my bathroom, right? Like, I get in the corners and shit. Like I really be on top of my shit, you know. And but yeah, but I feel like it's those little intangibles that go into over the sex, over the physical. It's like, who are you? What really, you know, are you about? You know what I mean?
Because some guys, they make it such an excuse, like, oh, you know, I'm so busy. Well, you know what? If you're so busy being clean and neat, then you're wasting your time. That's the way I see it. I don't care how much money you make, what position you have for your job. You know, if you can't keep your home, the place, your domain intact, then it's like it's hard to kind of really respect you, because we all have the same 24 hours. We're all busy, bro. And you know, like, I'll give you an example. We had a director who basically burnt out. You know, and of course, this and that, I'm doing everything. And then I go, okay. And then now that he left and Don Beanie took over, and I'm helping Don Beanie we're running this company, you know, this non-profit company. And I'm looking at this, I'm going, you know what? I know why this fool burnt out. Because he did just enough to make himself look good to the CEO. So that way there's nothing coming back to the CEO, no complaints whatsoever. But then his files were not organized the right way. He's a freaking mess. And so if you're a natural person, you're working on something, everything's just scattered and everything like that, you know what? Not only are you going to start wasting time because you're going to lose stuff. Yeah. And on top of that, if you do have help, then they're going to take forever to look at your stuff because there's no organization. And I'm going, dude, you're a terrible leader, dude. You're a terrible leader, man. And that's the reason why this guy burnt out, because it's not because of the job. It's because of his system. He's a freaking mess. And everything is scattered. So he's losing everything. And I tell everyone, time is more expensive than money. Money, you can always make money. But time is way costly than money, because we don't have a lot of time. So if you're listening to this show right now, future leaders or leaders right now, really look at your environment, your work environment, your desk, your house, your car, you know, and make sure that, you know, I understand a little clutter here and everything, but if that's where you live all the time, like, you know, you just got socks on the floor, underwears, you know, you got clothes and this and you got an animal, and then the animal is there, and, you know, animals are just animals, you know, that's kind of nasty, man. In Hawaii, they call that pilau. That's nasty. That's borara, man. That's nasty. Yeah. Like, you know, keep your shit straight, man. Wash your dishes. You know, like, make sure the mess in your car, take the garbage out of your car, because you're going to have roaches in there, dude.
Yeah. And not even that, like, when you vacuum, pull the couch out, bitch, and vacuum.
Pull the couch out, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're going to sweep, and vacuum, move the shit. Yeah. Move it to the side and just, it takes a second, dude. It takes a second. And you know what? You do that, man, life goes smoother. You don't got to be You go like that's why you. Oh, I'm always rushing. You know why you're always rushing, dude? Because your system is getting screwed up every single time, and then you clean up one time and then you screw up again because you don't have a system. If you don't have a system and you're running my company, I don't think you're gonna last very well. I don't think you're gonna last very well. You may be good at talking to people and this and that, whatever, and you might call I got organized chaos and all that stuff and everything. But to me, the way I see it is this: look, you may be messy, but my question is this: if you're not around and someone is assisting you, and if they get confused because of your freaking pilau self and because you're a mess, you have no organization, and it's not duplicatable, then you're really not in the company, because I want someone that is a leader, and at the same time, anything happens to you, someone walks in there and everything is in place. It's duplicatable. It's everything is in place. Everything is like running a nonprofit where you gotta like make sure that the state's protocol is it's up to par. It's not easy, man, because this is my first time actually help run a nonprofit, and I've run for-profit business for a long time, and this is a new experience for profit businesses. But now that I'm running a nonprofit where I have to like make sure that all my books and my paperwork and all the organization, and I'm going by the federal and state protocols and all that stuff, and then board of directors and everything like that, you gotta be organized, dude. And it pays to be organized. It pays to be organized. It pays to be a little anal. Because time is more expensive than money.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Yeah, if you organize, stay ready. Ain't got to get ready.
Yeah.
That's
a perfect statement.
I'm not a dirty guy.
No, yeah.
I have, with the whatever. Sorry, I told you, just me being me. Like I said, I like right now I'm looking at my computer setup, right? I clean it before every fucking show, but I've been smoking. I got some, ashes. We got some couple of cups out. It's fucking dirty. I'm looking at it right now and I'm like, it's already dirty. So I know tomorrow though, I'll get home, and before I sit down to edit, like probably tonight, I'm picking up all this shit, but tomorrow I'll go through, I'll wipe off the finger marks again. I clean my screen.
Yeah, there you go, because you got a system, right?
I do. And I can't sit down in like, fuck. You know what I mean? I can dirty it while I'm there, but I always got to clean it. And then let's start. We can dirty.
You know what's nasty, bro? If you ever go to a women's bathroom or a man's bathroom, I guarantee women's bathroom are a lot more filthier than men's bathroom. Like the worst thing you could probably bathroom is like maybe they missed their pisses on the floor. That's about the worst. But women, oh my gosh.
Well, you got the fucking, first of all, they shed like cats and dogs, so you got the fucking hair everywhere. Yeah, that one. Then you probably got about 20 to 40 bottles of different perfumes and all sorts of curling irons. And, a woman's bathroom, I'll say...
It's filthy.
And it's... Yeah, I've seen a lot of filthy women's bathrooms, but a lot of clutter, like, like us, I mean, I got my shaving cream, a deodorant, toothpaste, little shaver. I keep a shoe box on my counter. I got my shit right there. But... women, they be having the barrage of fucking...
Man, they got their bras hanging out all over the place. Then when they're that time of the month, their tampons, with their used tampons, are just... It's nasty, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I've had a lot of jobs, and I used to clean bathrooms, man. And I go to a women's bathroom, man. I'm going, this is fucking filthy.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Well, and let's keep it there, because, if... Every time a woman, sits down, like the orifice opens up. So let's just keep it a buck. Like if you don't smell right, all that opening, all that airflow and all that vaginal discharge in the air and shit, that shit, you know what I'm saying? All we do is walk in there, whip our dicks out, we piss, a little splatter back on my thumb, a little splatter back on my pants. It ain't nothing.
Yeah.
Fucking wipe it off on the front of your fucking sweatshirt and keep it moving. You know.
Yeah.
You know, we take some horrendous shits. I do. You know, you hear the whole.
Yeah. Yeah.
But my gut ain't even like that, bro. I just sit down and shit. Usually, you know, sometimes I got some. Not like usually I just fart throughout the day though. When I sit down to shit, it's never like a. You know what I mean? Like,
well, yeah. If you're about 340 pounds, that will happen.
Yeah.
But if you're not that, I mean, when and seriously, man, it's like, you know, I got some family members that are like fucking fat, and I tell you what, it's disgusting because they're constantly farting, and their fart is like rank. It's disgusting, dude.
Yeah.
You know, it's like if you got a big ass fat belly and you're just freaking sloppy and all that stuff, yeah, you'll be farting, and you know, and most likely people like that, because the kind of stuff they eat are just freaking crappy shit, you know, and so that's all they do is they fart. They constantly they fart at will.
Yeah,
that's nasty. And have this certain. They have this certain. Have you ever heard that? Have you ever smelled that fat dude stink? That rank. That they got that smell.
I definitely that fat bitch smell. I mean, probably similar, but
similar.
Well, it depends, because there's the whole. Again, back to the hygiene thing. Fat women, I'm sorry, but like, if your booty's too big, and this goes for like fit, thick women, you can't wipe your ass as good as a regular sized woman. You just can't. There's too much space, you know, and it's like, so if you're a big girl, you really should be taking a lot of baths and soaking your shit. You got to soak it, and you know what I mean. But
yeah, and if you're big like that, you know, there's a lot of your orifices and everything. It's like you know, there's a price of it. You know, like you see a girl with a big fat booty, like, ooh, that looks really nice and everything. But you know what? You open that thing up and sweat been stuck in there and all that stuff and bacteria and like, oh, whoa.
You start hitting it from the back and you get that little
whoa. Maybe I would rather be with a girl with a flat butt because you know, you won't you won't have that, what do you call it, concave or entrap odor.
Yeah. So, and there was I ain't smelled a fat nasty bitch in a while, thank goodness. Well, actually, there was one I work with. Yeah, there's a couple. I've worked with one. I went to when I was doing my massage school, right? I'll just reference this cunt. Big bitch. Big bitch. And again, she would wear spandex, like leg pants every day. Now the thing, again, I got a smell fetish. I like to eat the pussy and the asshole and all that, but it's got to be like tip top. It's got to be nice, clean. But you know, that fabric retains odor and shit like that. Like,
yes,
really
it does.
Super good. So that's why, you know, women probably, y'all think the motherfucking your creep little brother or your fucking roommate is trying to sniff your underwear. No. All you gotta do is go in there and find those leggings on the floor and sniff them from the inside out. Oh, he gonna get all the goodies. But there was this fat bitch in class, and I'm a pervert, so I know all this. But she like smelled like that, like shit mixed with like dirty pussy, like just like that. Like it was like super sour and like that, like it. And nobody said nothing. It was that awkward. Like everybody knows she's fucking reeking. Nobody wanted to touch her or work on her. And finally, you know, like a few of us, you know, we went to the damn, you know, everyone's like, well, I don't want to make it. Like, let's tell the teacher, let this bitch, they can tell her to, you know, because there is a hygiene fucking policy. When you come to school, you can't just, there's actually a hygiene policy. And, but it would literally linger, right? And, But
You think? I wonder. You think that's how Lizzo smells? I'm pretty sure that's how Lizzo smells.
no, because honestly, I've been with a lot of big girls though, man. And it's like if you take care of yourself, I mean, you're always gonna have like that little sweat stuff. If you know, unless you're just eating it or hitting it right after the shower. I mean,
But have you ever smelled? Because okay, like your feet, right? Your feet, right? Like a big woman or big person or something like that. The feet where all the things travel. I mean, I bet you the feet be stank.
oh yeah, I mean, I'm sure. I mean, I'm I'm sure. And again, look, if you're too big, like big, these bitches aren't putting their foot up. They're not putting their foot up in the shower and scrubbing the soap in between their toes, right? Like one of my my I get in there, bro. I'll be lathering between the shit, right?
Hell yeah.
Now, but a fat motherfucker ain't doing that, bro. A fat motherfucker can't even see his dick, let alone a fat bitch, who doesn't sit in a bath. Because the thing about the vagina, man, you gotta soak it. You can't just rinse it and wipe it all day.
You ever smelled a woman's like underneath tits? Like she got big tits that hangs, and then she lifts it up, and 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 you smell that
Little summertime odor, little sweat. Yeah.
Yeah, the little, in Tagalog, like the little skin stuff. We call it libag and shit. Like the little, you ever smelled that stuff, man? Smell like that, your belly button, that.
God damn. I know what you're talking about. I mean,
That little crusty crust.
God damn, I never, no. I mean, if I'm not sleeping with a woman, though, that has like weird, like that. Now, don't get me twisted. I've been with some big bitches, and because they got the little black in between their thighs and shit that rub together.
Yeah. They got that like the
black underneath the titty.
The melanin, and it's because they're like the black. Yeah, between their thigh and everything because they're big like that. Yeah,
together and all that shit. Yeah. Honestly,
yeah.
I used to be super more. I'm still like, I look. I think whatever I'm thinking, I'm just like, God damn. But like, I'll push through on the little shit. Like I still look at people as just like, because I know my body is nothing to fucking glorify. But there's something about, sadly, bro. I would still take probably a bitch like that, like just natural raw form, than the whole, looking at some perfectly round Dr. Miami titties and some duck lips. Like, there's something, just hygiene, man. Because if you're a big girl, like just take. I love a big woman who smells fucking delicious. Like when they walk past, the whole thing,
and their hair smells nice. Yeah.
I love that, bro. If you're a big woman and you're soft and you put lotion on your skin
and you act like a female, you're dainty. Yeah. Like when you're dainty, it doesn't matter if you're big or whatever. I just love that. That dainty.
Harry Too Scary doesn't discriminate. All you big sexy ladies out there.
No, not at all, man. I mean, no. I mean, it's like, no, we're not trying to body shame you. No. Don't discriminate. It's just, I just like,
you gotta
act dainty.
Yeah, you gotta be, you gotta be on top of your game. That's all. Yeah. Now I will say this though. I gotta keep it a buck for every big girl and I'm talking like big girl, like whatever. Let's just say over 180 for a woman.
180, okay.
Like I don't know, 160 is even,
Yeah, and she's maybe like 5'2", something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's say 180 like the freshest, cleanest vaginas have all came from like smaller, more petite women in my experience. I don't know.
Yeah. No, that's true.
Like just bigger girls in general, they, even if they're clean, they just might be a little something unless you get them right out the shower or fuck them in the shower or something. Like,
yeah,
there's always usually just like
But aren't you talking about like almost at the end of the day around 3:30, 4 o'clock funk,
oh,
after work's funk,
not. I think
around 4:30?
I think like their funk. I mean, I don't know. Is there any science to this? If you take a petite woman, now pH levels have a big thing to play on a woman's scent and all that shit. Their diet and stuff too. But we're just saying like, say like a basic whatever, 5'5", 120.
5'3", 155, 5'3", 5'5". Yeah, okay.
And versus you know, 5'10" or 5'5", 200
Or
pounds.
maybe 5'2". Well, I mean, because you're tall, but for me, it's like, okay, so more like 5'1", 5 feet to 5'3".
Yeah, that's small. That's
Yeah,
short.
that's small. But that's perfect for me, though. That's
Yeah.
yeah. We're about maybe 120,
Yeah.
110, 120.
5'2", 120, a little bit, a little sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think you take her and the other girl. They both bathe and shower, right?
Right.
They use the same products. You get
Same
them out.
products.
Get them out same time. That's just
Yeah.
for the sake of it. You throw them both in some cotton panties, whatever, and
Mm-hmm.
in a mini skirt, and have them run like not like run, but like run, literally run, or run some errands. Like okay, start the 2 hour mark. Now
Right.
in my head, the skinnier girl takes up less space, cleans herself better off top. Number one.
Possibly perspires less.
This is what I'm getting to. Yes, perspires less. Right now, the bigger girl, you're walking. Okay, then let's really get into this. So a fat juicy ass, right? You compress it. They get out the shower at the same time. Then you just got a regular ass. But all
Right.
that like friction, like just walking,
Yeah.
and that all that after 2 hours, just the natural perspire and all the friction and the buildup. I would assume that the big girl would have more like workup, like just her.
Oh
pussy,
yeah, I'm sure. I'm
you
sure.
know, as if
Even yeah, I'm sure because even myself, like I remember when I used to weigh 180, now I weigh 155. When like my body smell is different.
yeah.
My body odor when I was heavier was more funky. When I reduced the weight and I got lower in weight, like yeah, I still got funk. I mean that's your body, but not as bad. I don't think not as bad. Because my perspiration when I'm lighter, I don't perspire. That's just natural human thing. I mean, if you're heavy, you're gonna perspire easier and more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think so. Yeah, because even if you take a very skinny person, and they just say shower, they're not as funky as someone who's a big person and
Yeah. Yeah. Hell, I mean, yeah. Even shit, I remember my little fucking bro, man. Shit, when I was kicking it with him, he was skinny as fuck, like little kid, like that motherfucker. He hated showers. He would still get hella bitches. He lived in Arizona. He was just jumping in the pool. Like he literally, he would not like. He did not shower every day. He would just like, no, bird bath, this and this. The dude never fucking stank. Like I never. The only dude I've ever known to like not shower, but I never smelt him, like ever.
You know what's so funny? I remember. Okay, so my father-in-law, big Native American Indian, like 300 and something pounds, belly and all that stuff. You know what's so crazy, bro? I never smelled Big Al. I never smelled him and be funky. He never stunk to me, and he's big, dude. And my wife is Native American and Filipino, and she's big woman too. And Angela never really, she never really stunk.
That's why I have a different perspective with big women because I've been married. My wife is, she's BBW, but she never stunk.
Yeah, a lot
That's
to do.
crazy.
A lot to do with her own upkeep, but like pheromone, just your natural whatever.
Probably body chemistry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then you have some people that are like, skinny, like, so I guess this conversation, but you know what? But that's a unique situation though. But we're talking more general. I can't say that because my wife is big that she's big women. No, it's just her. That's probably why I marry her because she didn't stink. But what you're saying or what's going on in this conversation is that most big people, they're funky. And then not only that too, that bigger girl, I guarantee you 2 hours, like say, okay, go to Walmart. I guarantee that along the way, she's going to go to Burger King.
Burger
and have
King,
a burger.
right? She'll, or stop and, I gotta pee real quick, and then but she don't really, she just pats it, so all that little pee kind of stays on there, and you get that, you come home and it's like go jump in the shower before we do anything,
Yeah, right, yeah. How did we get in this topic, Eddie?
On like
then we have a whole new agenda where we're gonna talk to that. We were like, before the show started, we're gonna talk about this week, man. And now we're talking about
it's just a free for all shit. It's kind of we covered weak man a little bit in there. Man, we are 2 hour mark. What do you think? Wrap it up, and
yeah. I mean, if you're good with that, I'm good with it too. And it's like it's only 7:00. Wait, see. It's 9:00. I still got that. I'm still in Hawaii time on my computer. Yeah, it's 9:20, and it's 10:20 over there. I'm game. I'm down if you're down. If we covered the grounds and everything, and I had a good time today. And then what episode is this? 42.
42. Yeah, I'm having a great time, man. Like, just because we got a busy weekend, and I do want to try to get some sleep. But I could just sit, man. This is another. I could sit here another 2 hours talking, man. Just
yeah. Man, we sit here for another 2 hours, man. I went through some like. Now we're getting there. Yeah. Now we're about to wrap up, man. I just I don't even know if I should bring this up, man, because I had a conversation with, and it's I don't know if I want to bring it up to the show though. It's just too sensitive.
Yeah, and I talked to you earlier before the scenes, and I was gonna kind of bring up something,
yeah,
a weak men moment I seen with my own eyes, but I was, I don't, we, save it, or we could wrap it up with that, but that might open up another Pandora's box.
I know, that's what I'm kind of like thinking too. I was like, should I? I mean, even though we don't mention any names, but we're now at the point of our show to where it's like, people are listening.
If there's any, I see a couple people up in the building on YouTube. I haven't checked Podbean, but if you are listening and enjoy the show, drop a 1 or something. Type in something in that chat. God damn it! If you want to possibly hear what's on Ray's mind, and I don't know, I have a personal story. Kind of.
You want to bring it up though, man? I mean, because I'm kind of like, because I think we were gonna I was gonna touch upon like the reason why a lot of people don't like to go to church, and I wanted to talk about like it's not the word, it's not, a lot of times it's the person leading the church. That's what I wanted to touch upon, and and that's why I wanted to kind of talk about that on the show. But I'm kind of like, You know,
Well, yeah,
I'm
I kind of wanted to, now I don't know, maybe we can save it, hone it, figure out how to, maybe.
It's just that right now it's still fresh, because mine happened just a couple of days ago, and I've been venting it to Beanie, like I've been giving him an earful and everything, and like this and that, da 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 da, and if you and not on him, not that's my boy, but I'm just saying, I'm just on this rant because I just like, wow, I couldn't believe. Whoa, he went there. Wow. And he ended with this.
Keep it going.
I said, I couldn't believe it. And it's like, I go, man, it felt like I wasn't talking to another man. I was like talking to a bitch. It's like the dude talking sounded like the way he carried the conversation, like he's a woman. A bitch, and I have no tolerance for men that's a bitch. I got no tolerance for that.
Let me keep
I want
you
to
right
pat them in the head.
Let me keep you right there, and just go into what was on my mind, my weak men moment, without mentioning,
Yeah.
shout out to my mother.
Okay. Come on. Just
And-
don't go.
and
Don't
her-
go there. Just keep it real.
Shout out to my mom and her
Okay.
weak
Yeah.
man,
Shout out to mom. Yeah.
and her weak man husband.
He already exposed it. Damn.
This dude's a weak man, bro. Like, he's weak, and I'm not gonna say too much because it really pissed me off. Like, I don't know. I found out something before the start of the show that actually it really fucked with me. I was like, I don't know. Yeah. But let's just say, yeah,
But you know what? Before you extend, I just have a question, bro. Cause like my mom and my dad, they were old fashioned. They were together forever, and growing up, there was, you know what? Family's family. There was a time where my mom said, your dad and I might be divorcing and everything. And in my mind, I'm like, hell no, that's not going to happen. But then, in my mind, I go, what if mom and dad did divorce and stuff like that? And then I see my mom with another strange man. This is my mom, the one that gave birth to me. And then the dude is over there, like, just in a way, like, disrespecting my mom. And I couldn't even imagine that, bro.
it's a weird thing. Well, you know what's weird is the fact that I'm fucking 35 and I had to step up and say something tonight, bro. Like, in my mom's defense, and honestly, it just put me in a mode where I had to do that since I was a young kid, bro, and like when she was getting physically abused, and I don't believe that.
See, oh my gosh,
but she's being emotionally and verbally, but I heard it tonight, bro, and I was like, oh hell no, and that created a big old thing. But I had to step up for my mom's defense, and but let me say the actual thing. When you said acting like a bitch, now we all have our tangents, right? Men are like, we could be babies. We could definitely be babies. I'm a big.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm a big baby when I get sick. Oh man, like and I do it more so like when there's a woman around. I'll be like,
for the attention.
Yeah, but if I'm home alone, man, I don't need no goddamn
bitch ass.
I'm over here just doing my own solo shit. But I put on a little thing. Oh man, can you, baby?
Oh, pudding. Oh, I'm sick, baby. Oh, pudding.
Maybe just come here. Let me hold you for a minute.
Oh, take care of me. Okay.
Can I just lay my head in your lap?
Can you pass me my pillow?
Yeah. Not even that. I'm worse. Can you rub my head? Can I lay my head in your lap? Honestly, man.
What a freaking baby, man.
let me say,
Pussy ass.
there's nothing more. I love
Yeah.
laying my head down in a woman's lap, though, bro. And she just like rubs my head. Like it makes me feel so, you know,
Loved. Like so. Ah,
like a
yeah.
fucking dog. Like my leg be kicking and shit. I'm just like I love that feeling. But anyway, weak man. Um, long story short, my mom comes back with some food, and the food that she came back with does not have the correct condiments that
Right.
this weak man individual needed, and that started the whole thing. Now I'd step up, I'd say what I say, whoop de whoop de whoop, and you know he's no longer here anymore. Shout out to my mother, in the other room, probably sleeping. But and in my piece, what I was saying, I said first, I said, dude, it's a fucking. I said she went out and got the food for you. First of all,
Yeah.
like, but I said I got 4 fucking hot sauces up in the cupboard. I said that's some stupid shit for you to even be bitching about, and
Cut off a little bit. I mean, you froze, bro.
oh, am I still?
Okay, go ahead. Okay. No, I can't hear you.
But that led a
Okay.
whole. We back.
Yeah, we're back. Keep going. Yeah.
But that led a whole strew of things. But it helped me recognize something in myself. Because I'm like, wait a minute. This dude just had an outburst. Now, obviously, there's probably something deeper. I'm always thinking like that was probably the catalyst for him to, whatever. But at the end of the day, I just thought of an emotional ass bitch, like a crybaby. But I'm like looking at a grown man, and you're bitching about some sauces that aren't in the bag.
That's some petty bullshit.
That's like, but it's, yeah, like that was the initial, but there's like, knowing this individual, like, that's like a common thing. It'd be like the littlest thing, like, where am I shooting? Like, different, like, shit that's so meaningless that I believe as a man, we should be actually worried about trying to conquer the fucking world rather than this little shit.
See, that's some bitch move right there. That's what I'm talking about. The petty shit, the little bitch move. Like, first of all, here I am. No, I'm just gonna put myself in that man's shoes, right? First of all, I'm in my wife's son's home, and this is not my son, and this is her son. You would at least have this decency or the self-respect to honor that. But if you're gonna get petty just because the wrong condiments went to your like freaking meal and you're gonna be all up on that right there, I'm going, motherfucker, man, get a life, motherfucker. Get a fucking life. Grow up. Get petty like that. I cannot stand men who are bitches.
Dude,
I cannot stand that shit. They deserve to get freaking punched in the face, knock all their teeth out.
yeah, it does.
Fuck you, motherfucker.
And it's like, it just made me weird because I'm like, wait a minute, why is this even happening right now? Like, this is weird. The whole thing is weird. I made me argue with my mom because she just put up with shit, bro. Like put up with shit.
Yeah,
put up with
that's
first,
mom.
like, and but don't get it twisted though. Like, I come to her defense just off of GP or whatever, but my mom, she don't really know. Like, she's dumb as a box of rocks when it comes.
But
to,
you know what? She's your mom.
yeah,
She could be like even if she's but that's your mom.
not dumb. And I say that just as far as finding a mate. Like it's like she's a woman who's like never been happy. Like, just went through this whole life, and every single man is like a fucking loser. You know what I mean? Like you've never found like happiness and shit. Like, it's just like almost like makes me sad. Makes me like fucking angry, bro. Makes me like have.
Yeah.
That's where I get my disdain for women. I'll say that disdain for women. not a
No, I can understand how it
like
affects you.
it's just a makes me this fucking egotistical like fucking pig that just wants to fuck and hang out, smoke, move on one night.
Kind of makes you like a cold person, but you're really not. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know, I hear you. It gives you this false. Yeah, no, I hear you, man. I hear you because I would feel the same way too.
I'm,
And the dude that's doing that is like, you have no self respect, bitch.
yeah.
Like you're over here, at your wife's son's house, and you're gonna get petty off of some condiments. I mean, that's probably some pent up frustration, and I don't know, man. I'm just
But apparently that was light. Like apparently he does this all the time, and I was like, Mom, like
he does this all the time,
oh, like
and
all. But that's what I'm saying though. As a woman, like you can only I see. I stick up for you, but at the same time, ladies, I can't. I can only feel bad so long. If we're all adults. It's up to you to subject yourself to the motherfucker that you subject yourself. I don't want to hear shit about you needing the motherfucker for money, or it's too hard out there, or I'll have to move back in with my mom, or I'll have to move in with my son. Like that's up for you to make. So I see both sides. So on the other flip in, it still makes
yeah.
you kind of mad back at my mother because it's like, why are you subjecting your fucking self to this treatment? Thus for you kind of deserve it. Like if that's what you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If that's what you're gonna, and like it's just like I don't know, man.
But also, you know what? Okay, so just so that we're looking at things on an even keel.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, your mom probably does some stupid shit when that you're not around. That annoys this guy, obviously. But my question is this: is that you're in the house of your wife's son, and at your own house. I mean, you two can do a back and forth bickering and all that stuff, but you're in someone else's house, which is your wife's son's house. That is his house. If you have any self-respect at all, and then getting mad off of some petty shit because she missed out on something, and you probably said she does this all the time. Well, you motherfucker, if that is the case, don't rely on her and getting you shit anymore. You get that shit yourself. You're a big dude. You're a grown ass man.
Oh.
Don't rely on her. So when she makes a mistake, you don't like a bitch.
Yeah.
Because you do that right there makes me want to backhand your stupid ass.
Yeah.
Man up, motherfucker, before you get backhanded by another man.
Yeah.
I mean, you're in someone else's house. Where's your self-respect, dude? I mean, it's like, yeah, I get it. Maybe at home your mom does some stuff like that, and she probably forgets and everything. But I have a feeling, I mean, I'm pretty sure. But at the same time, he probably relies on her on stuff because he says that's forgetful, and then because he's pissed off that he's forgetful.
No, he needs her. Like that's the thing too. Like kind of like yeah, he's on his way out of here. You know what I'm saying? And he probably got shit one or two left. We'll see. But
And that's another thing too. You know what? This whole thing. Oh, he's getting old. Oh, this and that. Look, man. If you're getting old, okay, I get it. Things are not the same, and there's a lot of frustration because getting old sucks. I'm the first one to tell you that. But you know what? You don't have to demean anybody because of that. I don't know. I just put a very high standard into that one because I'm old, and this whole thing. Oh yeah, he's getting old and everything. Oh, therefore he's excused for being an asshole because he's getting old. Fuck all that shit.
Right. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
And you know what too, and then you probably have these These old people that are like, when they're in church, oh yeah, praise God, oh God bless you, oh praise God, and they act church and everything like that. When they come home, they're freaking devils, man. That's another thing.
Yeah.
That makes me want to like
it is sad.
bip somebody smack someone in the mouth, man.
I found out some other information when he like stuff, early before I went on the show and stuff I'm not gonna mention, but it like really fucked up my spirit. You know what I mean? Fucking piece of shit. And it's just like motherfucker's too old to be like, I'm over here trying to worry about my relationship or trying to, find
Wait,
one.
let me ask you this. Did my nephew hear and see all of that shit happening tonight?
Yeah, he was playing the game. He was like playing his game, but he was there.
Let's top it all. I mean, dude, you're in your wife's son's house with your wife's son's kid, and you're gonna be one bitch ass fuck. Get the fuck out of here, man. You deserve a double slap. Yeah. Where is your self-respect? Are you a man? That's not man to me. That's a lost man. Oh, because he's old. Fuck all that shit. If you got self-respect, even if you got dementia, you still have that self-respect. So that means that this guy right here from the very get-go is a freaking prick.
Yeah.
And if your mom is listening to this podcast and she goes, I hate Ray, man. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm calling like what it is. It is what our show's all about. It's about discussion and transparency. Yeah.
Well, since we're being so transparent, let me just be super transparent. So, I was in this. Yeah, I was in the process. As soon as he said a certain thing, I was trying to take a nap at that. I'm over here trying to get my little 30. I fucking hopped up like as soon as I heard a couple like more voices raised, I fucking hopped up like a fucking went in the room and like he seen my shit. I'm like, Ron, and I told him my whole spiel. I said, that ain't gonna fucking fly. Whoop de whoop de whoop. She went out, got you, boom, boom, said my piece. Hey man, you gotta go. Mom said, you gotta go, whatever. But in my head, it was like fight or flight though, bro. Just like old mentality, like take off on this motherfucker and this and that. I'm like, dude, it's like not even fair. Like as far as physically. So, but I'm as men, I'll say as melanated men, we got a certain level of extra anger or under us.
Yeah, no, we are gorillas, man. It's like our part of our frustration is like, I'll punch you in the mouth, motherfucker. We're gorillas. That's just we are. That's who we are.
Like extra built up, just through time, through all the dramas, and it took a lot. Like it wouldn't have taken much. Like I'll do anything for my mom's, wherever, my kid, but like I was still in that place of like, okay, like there's no need, just we'll put him in this play, like say our piece, but
yeah, and you know what? And the thing is that your son, no matter what, that's grandma.
Yeah,
that's grandma. That's my grandma, man. That's irregardless of who, that's my grandma. And then I'm seeing that. That's freaking. That's like. I mean, the word immature, yeah, it fits the situation, but it's, man, that's uncalled for, man. I mean, where's your self-respect? That's big, but yeah, and then your son saw that and heard all that, even though he's in another room, and you know what's sad about it, bro? I'm just basically saying this is that, I wouldn't want your son growing up and he's gonna think any less of your grandma. I mean, of your mom.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want that.
Yeah.
Because.
Yeah, yeah. And I understand as men, like, now I ain't gonna lie, I'm not Mr. fucking, because apparently I'm not gonna go into these details, but my child's mother told me that I sent a text message that hurt her feelings the other day because I was a little too harsh with my words. Now, so you know, I do need to, I try to look at everything really full circle. This one was mainly just a man in his house. No matter who they're like, hey, motherfucker, keep it down. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't,
Yeah.
boom, you're gonna hold your shit down. But I try to look at everything very 360. I understand I gotta get better as a man. Like, I gotta communicate a little better. I say sometimes I try to slide in a little jab that I know is gonna kind of hurt the other person. It's fucked up, man. It's fucked up. But I'm a victim of that this weekend too, through text form, and and then but we had a discussion and everything, and she expressed to me that my words mean a lot, and I didn't really know that my words have certain effects on.
Now, words says a lot, bro. Words says. I mean, I'm gonna go on a little thing over here. Like, I didn't want to bring this up, but during this week, man, when you are full of when you are filled with gratitude for what someone has done for you, and you're filled with gratitude to where it's like, man, how can I repay you for your kindness, and then that person like throws it back at you as if like you owe them something now, and then because you did something that was like not according to what they asked you to do, and you're still learning the process, and then they throw this at you, and you're like, you know what? Then if that is the case, you know what? As much as you wanted to help me to get my situation, I don't think it's worth it. I think I'll just go back to what I was and deal with it rather than dealing with it to where it's like, I come here and I'm thankful what you've done for me, and then because I did something that wasn't according to your standard or whatever, because I'm still learning, and you're throwing at me, and then you and I already told you that wasn't my intention. I already apologized. I already admitted it was my fault, and yet you still keep sticking up. And the sad part is, okay, if a woman is saying that to me, I can understand. Look, okay, they get off rent like that. I can forgive that. But if another man is like that to another man, to me, as a man, especially as a Christian man to another Christian man, who claims himself to be like, this man of, then I lose respect for you, bro. Because the man asked for your forgiveness. The man admitted his fault. The man, and all of this Bible stuff that you've been saying, all this stuff, and you've been preaching and all that stuff, and yet you just can't find in your heart that he's admitting what he's saying to you, and he already said that wasn't my intention. My intention is not to play you like that. I had no intention about it. Was a simple rookie mistake, and you're gonna come down on me and you're gonna throw it back at my face, and then you call yourself like a man of standard. You're the man of God. I'm going, see, that's what ruins relationships. That's what ruins, like, and to me, that's not godly. That's demonic. That's demonic. And to where because you know what? Now that you have stated that to me, I'm going, now I don't feel like, it's not going to be the same. I get it. I'll forgive you. I'll try. But you know what? You said it already. You already planted the seed. So now I'm looking at you in the corner of my eyes and everything I do. Now I don't want you to do nothing for me. Now I'm just bidding my time. I'm bidding my time, and I'm going to have to do no, thank you so much for what you've done, but no thank you. Because you can't even accept my apology. You can't even accept me saying that that's not my intention. Right. And you kept, you kept trying to make it feel like you're trying to justify, and you're trying to prove that I'm trying to do something like I'm trying to I'm trying to get over you after what you've done. You think I would really do that? To me, the way I perceive it is that no, that's the person you are. You are the kind of person that will backstab someone when they give you a helping hand. You're the kind of person that will say something bad to that person and will cause like friction and drama and that's toxic, dude. And when that comes from another man, I can't respect that, dude. That's a weak man. And then you pose yourself as this man of like, yeah, I know the word and I have this and da 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 da, and I'm trying. No, dude, you talk like a woman. Not, I'm sorry, no pun intended. Women out there that's trying to, I'm not saying that that's bad, but to me, I can expect that coming from a woman to speak like that. Being married as long as I get it, I understand. Okay, I understand. But from another man to another man, and you're talking that way, dude, you's a true bitch. I don't care if you're like the man of the cloth or whatsoever. Your character is what I judge, dude. Your character. And this dude's character is not good, dude. Not good. So it's too bad. And yeah, you're not going to forgive you, and, let bygones be bygones. But the fact of that, words do stick. It does stick. I mean, even you try to, the whole word, they can forgive, but they cannot forget. That's so true, dude.
Yeah. I mean, I can see how words can pierce and penetrate someone's, if you let it.
Well, especially if the person that's saying it to you is someone that you truly respect for a long time.
Right. And see, that's where I fucked up. I didn't understand that part. Like, she's like, your words mean a lot, like more than my mom, my dad. I was like I really, and I was like, oh shit, So yeah, I'm gonna be a little more mindful of that. I know the words, the effects that they have on my son, so I should, it's similar, right? If you're with a partner and they really fuck with you, they're gonna take your word as like law or whatever, or at least take it into consideration.
Yeah, because there's some people out there that wherever they go, all they do is conflict. I mean, okay, if I can understand if you're the kind of person that's always conflict, but yet at the same time you're just the guy, you're a fucking loser and everything. But if you're a man that portrays yourself on the outside world as this, you're a man of substance. You're so-called a man of God. I know the word and this and that, and you try to build your church and all that stuff. No, dude, it's like that. Remember the other night when we were reading the Bible, and you said, what does it mean by putting God's name in vain? My friend, that is a perfect example of putting God's name in vain. That is a perfect example of putting God's name in vain, because you cover yourself. Oh, I'm a godly man. God this, God is this and that. And then, you know what? This is what I say to a lot of people that are church people. Like, they're looking at Jesus like that Jesus is their boss. They kiss up to him. But like at the work, I'll kiss up to the boss. I want to be good in with the boss. But to my coworkers, I'm gonna backstab them. I'm gonna snitch on them. I want to make sure that they get in trouble. They get written up. They get fired. Whatever. So that's the same way with people. They're like, oh, with Jesus, yeah, praise God, Jesus. And then what did God says? You know what? Your number one thing here, the number one in commandments, all 10 of them, if you sum it all up, is love thy neighbors, and that means love thy enemy. Love thy fellow man. Get along with each other. That's really what it means. So if you're a person to me, like, you're not interested in going to church, you're not interested in reading the Bible, you say that you're not, I don't believe in Jesus whatsoever. Okay, all right, that's you're saying that. But at the same time, you're good to other people. You're kind to them. You help them. You forgive them. You're friendly to them. You really truly care of people. I trust those people more because God sees your heart. He doesn't care about how you look or what your position is, how much money you make, or how many degrees you got, or what you have. He looks at your heart. He looks at your character. So if you're a person that says all this stuff, whatever, but you know what? You're toxic to your fellow man. You're no good, dude. You're worthless. And that's a perfect example of putting God's name in vain.
Yeah.
And I guess that answers your question. Because we were trying to explain it to you, and we're trying to and then there it is right there. That's what it is.
Yeah. I mean, I knew what it was, but I asked if it's but these fake preachers like the Olsteins, like these guys that use God's name to do some work on the back end, like the preacher who's fucking all the pussy in the church, man, under the name of the Lord.
Yeah. The one that's all the women that are married and they're behind her and they're good to the husband. Yes, brother. God bless you, brother. And then when they're gone, they're over there
Dude, I couldn't even imagine that. One thing
that's what gives the bad church. That's what gives the church a bad name.
Man, when I think in the back of my deepest thoughts, I really just want to stay single and alone for the rest of my days because I'm so terrified in a way of being betrayed to the point like if I ever found out somebody was plotting against me or planning a coup, to overthrow me or something, bro. I don't respond to shit like that well, man. I'm fucking I'd do something stupid. I'd fucking kill in a crime of passion or some shit. I used to not think I would be like that, but now as I get older, the more passionate I get about things, and if I could, I can honestly see how a man who built up his legacy, who built up this home, who has these foundations and everything, to come home and maybe catch your wife doing something, or it's stupid to throw your shit away, but I could see in that moment, because it's much more than just you're seeing all your work go down the drain. You're seeing this woman that you trusted, and then all the other shit would. Oh man, I just hope and pray
what it is that what people are people are really just naturally fucked up. And being betrayed and being cheated on, it's gonna happen. It's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. And I'm gonna bring this topic that you don't like to hear, but I'm gonna bring it anyways. That's sin. We all have it. We all got that ugly side of us. And that's what it is. But the problem with it is that if you're always on the defense that someone's gonna do that to you, when someone is coming to you with full good intention,
right,
and you're so fast to defend yourself.
That's what I've always been accused of, in every situation or relationship wise.
Then you'll have a wrong. Then you will never know what's good. Like a good friend. And then you'll be thinking oh, you know what? Why is he so good to me? Why is he so always friendly? Why is he always oh, there must be something wrong with him because you got that paranoia, what? Oh, he or she's gonna trying to cheat me. Oh, they're gonna steal from me. Oh, they're gonna and okay, I can understand that if, say, for instance, you don't really understand, but someone that read the word and studied it and preaches it, but still is like that, in my mind, I'm going, so what did you really learn, man? What did you really learn? Someone that doesn't know, I get it. I get it. That's natural.
Right.
But it's not like you're going out of your way to really. I get it. But
Yeah.
if you're a person who's
Well, you don't expect that. Like for someone like myself, like if I'm, I used to be this naive or whatever and think that, and probably some people still are, and you should feel this way. But when you go to church, like there was a point of me, like when I was going through maybe being bullied, depression, different things, like figuring out who I was. I was really like fucked up, and I remember going to church once, and like I thought that it was like a safe haven. Like I thought like, oh, if
it
I
should
go
be.
there, they're not gonna laugh at me. They're not, bro. They separate the kids from the adults. All the fucking kids in the little classroom after the service was over, bro, running around and fucking like mean little bastards, fucking making fun of the fat kid, making fun of. It was just like they were like in the park, And I was like, this is church, and like,
You know why that is? You know why it becomes that way? Like a lot of these church kids, you know why they're that way? Because they're forced to go to church. And they play church when they're in church. They're so good. I just want to look good to the pastor. I just want to look good to the congregation. Like we're like the Christian template.
yeah.
But realistically, you force these kids to go to church, and they want to be there. And then when you're at home, you're an asshole. You talk bad to your kids. You demean them. You make you're a loser. You're a this and that. Da 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 da. But then when you're in church, you make sure you gotta act. You know how many people are like that in church? The kids.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like,
And yeah. And then you know what they say? Oh, you know what? Because that's the devil. The devil does that because the devil's always trying to, like, yeah, that's true. I get it. The devil is kind of always trying to fuck you up. But at the same time, the devil is also afraid to fuck with you when the devil knows that you're true.
yeah,
That's why, and I'm just going to, like I always tell a story. That's why when Jesus Christ went to this town and there's this guy named Legion and the whole village like want to stay away from this guy because he's a troublemaker, And then Jesus met him and because this guy Legion actually, he's basically a schizophrenic. Let's just say because they had schizophrenic people even way back in the biblical days. The stuff that was going on today, the bipolar and all, that's not new. That's something that's been going on since biblical times. So this person right here, and he happens to be a strong person and everything. And when he saw Jesus, the demons in him go, "Oh, we recognize you. Please don't hurt us. No, don't. And then that's when he goes, "You know what? Because they know that Jesus is there and Jesus is good." And they're afraid of Jesus because the devil is afraid of true, good-hearted souls. And the demons goes, "Man, cast us on those pigs, those 2,000 pigs." And Jesus cast the devil out, and they left that man and went to those pigs, and those pigs, fell off the cliff and in the ocean and drowned themselves to death. And then after that dude Legion, he cleaned up, he got better, and when the apostles saw him again, this guy who was like really wild. I mean, he would be like cutting himself, and people don't want to go through the cemetery because he's hanging out. Because he's gonna beat him up or something like that. He's gonna do something like perverted or something like that. When they came back, this guy was like behave, humbled, a normal person. Because I truly believe that, I truly believe once darkness says, right. So this family, like, they go to church and they act all church, but at home, they're really demonic. Oh, yeah, I'm going to fuck with this family. Yeah, I believe in that. They play church and they act like they're holier than thou. But when they get home,
I know
they're demons, dude.
And that's why you be asking like, man, how are you doing? I'm honest up front. Hey, fuck you, devil, and then fucking at the same time, it might fuck you, guy. Shit, I don't know what I'm doing. So this motherfucker, the devil, looking at me like, damn. Every time I get close to this motherfucker, this son of a bitch put his arm around, and God's kind of like, he's got me by far too, and I don't know. I'm just
no. Truthfully, I truly believe that. Like all this time, it's like you say I don't do this and this and that. I get it, and I always tell you, you're a Christian really happy. And I know you hate hearing that, but you know what? You are. I talked to Don Beanie about this, because him and I, we're very spiritual, and he agrees too, man. Dakota is one of those people that's just he's really a saint, dude. He may not say, this and that, and to a lot of Christians, they're like, oh, well, he says he doesn't believe in Jesus, therefore he's going to go to hell. You know what? I already know God knows your heart. And I think you say that because it's irritating, because there's so many people, oh, yeah, God bless you, I'm a Christian, praise God, I read my Bible and everything. But deep inside, you're dark, dude. You're dark. You, Mr. or Mrs. Church-going, Bible-thumping, judge everyone around you who doesn't go to church and doesn't do all the dogmatic and legalistic stuff that you do. You who thinks you know the Ten Commandments like by heart, but deep inside, you don't know Jesus Christ. And to me, bro, you're one of those people that maybe not admit, I don't believe in the Bible and this and that, but deep inside,
I just
you have that character.
Yeah, I just got a good core, but I don't claim to know shit. Or I could say I don't give a fuck about it. No, Jesus Christ, man. If that motherfucker's real and he really got my back and best interest, and I believe, then he not tripping off someone saying that. Because again, what's your actions, like?
Yeah, because this week really, bro, I tell you what, man, this week really opened my eyes. And Don Beanie was even saying, bro, you talk about it. I said, I know I'm talking about it. I'm ranting about it. I said, I don't mean to do it, but it's just that,
yeah.
It's just that, wow, it really opened my eyes to like hypocrisy.
Yeah.
Like it really opened my eyes. I was just at awe, someone who you respected and just, wow, this is really the true you. Like you can't forgive. Like you can't forgive, and you talk about faith all throughout church and everything, but realistically, you don't have any faith.
Yeah.
You don't have any faith. You think you're so righteous because you know the word, because you preach the word, because you can speak the scripture by heart and all that stuff. But you know what? You're like a cockatoo. You're like a bird.
It's like a used car salesman. They're gonna tell you all or car salesman, all fully loaded, this and that, and then car fucking breaks down on you.
And you know what? Truthfully, for me, at least a car salesman is bullshitting you because he wants to sell you the car, because he just wants to eat. But if you're trying to like save souls and trying to bring them to Jesus and to convert their life to be a better person,
but maybe he's not. Like maybe he's trying to eat, right? Motherfuckers making money off the church somehow. They're probably like,
well, I mean, yeah, but it's not like his congregation is big, so he's not really making a lot of money. And it's not like he's big. He's a part of this big old church and everything where, all the money is funneled to the center church and they get salary from the. No, he's got a small, kind of like an independent church and everything like that. And so now I'm kind of like, man, now when I listen to you, I'm going like, I don't know if I can.
Why,
I'm dealing with it, man. I'm dealing with it.
Yeah, that's why you might, see what your calling has to bring, bro. You might be the one.
That's why, that's the reason why I think the Lord is started me with this platform, and then my Talk Teach Truth. And I know people go, oh, when are you gonna have the Talk Teach Truth? When I have some money. I will have the money when I get my stuff in order and everything. I mean. And like I'm going through some stuff right now. I'm not with my family. My wife and I are kind of like in limbo with our marriage and things like that. I'm being open with that right now. And my kids, I'm being in limbo with my kids because they're like, and I'm over here in Reno by myself, and my church from Hawaii helped me get transitioned through here, and then another church took me over here and trying to help me out, provided me a job and everything. I get that, but all of a sudden I hear this, and my intention is like, look, you just don't know how thankful I am. I mean, this whole thing, me moving here to Reno, happened about maybe 3-4 months ago. Yeah. I have no money. Yeah. None. You know that.
Yeah. Let's wrap it up here in a few minutes, man, because we're already going on 3 hours, man.
I know it's at 2 hours.
Yeah, man. I hope the viewers got what they wanted. Shout out to Wendy Lundy.
Wendy Lundy, man, stuck it out.
We kept it going. But damn, I gotta get up early in the AM, and I got 2 shows on Saturday.
I'll be in California, so I may just catch it on my phone or something like that. Or I don't know, I may bring my gear. We'll see. But all right, with that one right there, man, I guess I'll hop out. You finish the show, wrap it up.
Yeah, this was the old throwback. I like this, man. We needed this one right here.
We do.
Look at it. Just right, we're gonna wrap up. 2 more people into the baby. We started to pick up. But salute to everybody. Thanks, Wendy, for tapping in. Wendy. Stranger, come back and fuck with us. We need to get you up in here when Drunk and Source Jedi's in here, and you guys could all intermingle in the chat and shit. That'd be dope.
That'll be dope.
We got a couple.
Well, anyways, my friend, I used to say aloha, adios, maraming salamat.
Did you? I don't. Well, hold on. You didn't do your gosh dang intro because you were stuffing your face with the burrito. So, would you like to do your classic outro or intro on the way out?
What was my?
Yeah. Hold on. Brother, we gotta get that.
I know. No, I was doing it with a burrito in my hand, brother. I was like multitasking.
Oh, okay. Well.
But I would do it anyways.
On the way out. After another classic night, Brother Ray G on his way to sleep tight. He'll be rocking.
All right, brother, man. Love you all. Have a blessed night. I'll talk to you soon, brother.
Sorry, we had to get lit show. Of course. I can't do a show under 2 hours. It's fucking impossible. It's gosh damn impossible. And that is that. We gotta go get some sleep. We got a double header on Saturday, and I'm dropping hella clips and content tomorrow up on the Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat. I might even drop a couple clips before I go to bed tonight. And we will see you Saturday night, 9 p.m. for an off-the-cuff edition with The Moment. Yes. The Moment live. Artist out of L.A. I wasn't prepared. I would have put his shit up there, but you can catch him on the Facebook and etc. Thanks for rocking with us. I kept it clean, man. Sipping tea, ginger tea, and grapefruit juice. Had a little couple of shots as well, but whatever. And this has been another edition. Harry's Drinking Again podcast. We'll see y'all Saturday night with The Moment live. Peace.